Oh, shoot.
All right, so last time we met, you guys were in the middle of a fight with Zordran, who appeared to be possessed by something else. In the middle of that fight, you guys were able to get some blows in with him and some face spiders before some persuasion checks that were rolled was able to kind of get him out of this possession. Before you were able to kill him or knock him unconscious, he was able to escape. He phased out with the phase spiders. You guys kept on. You guys slept in the church. Actually, no, you didn't. Yeah, you guys left. You guys kept going until you ran into a paranoid stone giant called Nivram, and you don't know how he got there, but he just seemed to be just out of it. He was running after a group of mind flayers who ran right at you and then right past you. You guys were able to calm him down a little bit, but he just kept seeing things that weren't really there because of the madness that had taken over him, and he just kept on going. Let's see. You guys kept on going until you found a nest filled with spiders' eggs. In one corner, you guys were able to see a giant spider dragon who was sleeping in a freshly laid egg on a spider's web. Instead of disturbing the scene, you guys decided to just keep on pressing on. And you, just before you got to the exit that was covered in spiders, you guys tore the webs out of the way, which woke up the spider dragon, but you were able to escape through a tunnel that was too small for it to fit through. After traveling for a few more days, you guys found yourselves on a well-maintained road. As you made your way through it for a few hours, you heard some noise up in the distance. Before this noise got close enough to you, you scurried up to a shelf where you hid to see what was going on. And here we are. So up on this shelf, or this little ledge here, you guys are hiding as a caravan with 3 drow on these giant lizards are leading these kobolds, orcs, humans, and bugbears through. And you guys took a peek at these prisoners, and they appeared to be plant-like. And that's where we're at. So you guys are hiding. I think I made you guys all make stealth checks. Actually, how about you guys all do make stealth checks for me? I don't think I did make you guys make them.
Hey, do they look planty like the thorns?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I have disadvantage on stealth.
Did we have someone cast Pass Without a Trace on us beforehand? I can't remember.
I have it, and I can.
Is it worth it?
I could use it because I have a +0 and I'm at disadvantage.
Well, I guess another question is, do we want to attack the caravan, or do we want to let them go? Because
Well, I guess all the people we see have thorns going on. Does it look like there's anyone in the cart?
It doesn't. The drow that are on the giant lizards, they do not look planty. Just the prisoners look planty.
I'm
cool with just letting it go.
You guys remember that the drow was yelling at the prisoners, but the prisoners weren't like responding or reacting to them at all. And you notice that their eyes had turned a milky white, like you couldn't really see the pupil anymore.
Right, they're lost. Can't really do anything about them now.
They ain't got nothing.
I'll say we let them go.
We haven't really found a way to save people from the thorns yet, so there's nothing we can do.
Right. What do you think, Doc? Alright, he's still counting. Well, fuck him.
Well, okay, so yeah, he sees the doctor, and the doctor says, you should kill them. They're in your way, and you should kill them. That's what you do. You kill people. Isn't that what you do? Huh, Mr. Killer Guy?
Well, I ain't kill you, bitch. And besides, I can just let them go. I might kill them later. You don't know. Shit.
So what did you guys get on those stealth checks?
Are we doing Pass Without a Trace? I would like to.
Yeah, who's casting?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, I'll do that.
Okay.
Thank
That
you.
gives everyone an extra 10.
18.
Nice. Yeah, we definitely needed that.
Yeah.
Alright, so White Fang got a 32,
They see him.
and Xardaar got a 19.
I got a 35.
34.
26.
Nice.
Okay.
I love Pass Without a Trace. It's so cool.
So the lowest
Hell
was
yeah.
an 18, right?
Yup.
Okay. So as you guys are hiding up there and this caravan is riding through, the two drow that are up front, one of them lifts his hands up to kind of like have everyone stop, and he says, "Wait, I think I hear something." And they stop to a dead halt, and they just take a look around, and then they see just a little spider scurry through right over here as this drow lets off an arrow, and it just stabs straight through the spider. Not like a big one, just a small one. And he says, "Oh, I thought it was someone else. I thought we were being followed or something weird." All of a sudden, the drow in the back, he says, "Hey, do you guys mind if I take a piss real quick?" And let's see.
Why would a drow kill a spider? Because it's just a random cave spider.
I don't know. Why would the drop kill the spider?
They saw movement, and they thought it was like another type of creature. They didn't know it was a spider.
Why did I unprepare command? Why did I do that?
So you see these two back here as this drow, he gets off of the spider, and he walks over to the ledge, and he says, "You guys got my back?" And the two up front says, yeah, whatever. Just go take your piss, man." And Demise, you remembered, you recognized this drow here. His name is Xardaar Olatar. And you know him, he is just a trader. Like, he just goes from one city to the next. He picks things up, drops it off the next city, picks things up, blah, blah, blah. It's mostly goods, but it's weird that you see him with slaves. You know that the drow, they do deal in slavery. But this guy, he just doesn't really, it's not his thing. So you find it weird that he does have some slaves traveling with him. So as you guys are looking, this guy, he is pissing off the edge of the mountain. He's just peeing, having a good old time. His perception is down. All of a sudden, you see this orc here. This orc separates from the pack, and he's going to attempt to push that guy off the cliff. That's a bad
Did we
roll.
help the drow?
I'm going. I'm going.
Alright,
Oh,
If the orc
no.
doesn't,
fire an arrow at the orc.
Okay, so you're doing this before or after he pushes?
as soon as he breaks off,
Yeah, once he starts getting there, I'm like, oh, that's not good.
So you imagine that he's gonna push him off. Go ahead and give me that attack roll.
I mean, will that be at advantage?
I mean, you don't have dark vision, do you?
No.
No.
I got 30 feet. Can I see?
So you know what? I'm gonna question if Xardaar even sees this.
I don't even see it, and I do have dark vision.
Yeah, Xardaar,
I can see it.
Xardaar emits light in 30 feet, but I imagine that you have your thing covered up. You can't see it, so I'm gonna say, Xardaar, you don't see this happening.
Do you want to do anything?
I'm sure you can like hear the other guys talking about it in your head, but even so, you can't see it.
What?
I mean, we don't care about the drow, right?
You know the guy.
I mean,
who's about to
you-
die.
This could help us somehow.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
The one that Demise
All right,
knows
cool.
is not the one that she knows. The guy that's peeing is not the one that Demise knows.
Oh, okay. See, I don't know the guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but if we still help them, like it might help us somehow down the line.
Aren't they slavers though?
Maybe.
The drow.
Does a dirty 20 hit that orc?
A dirty. I'm
I
pretty
mean,
sure it does.
I say, it's not worth the trouble.
Yeah, I would say let them pass. I really don't think we should get involved in this. Pi is gonna grab
Glad you enjoyed that.
Cooler, and he's got a whisper like, "Sometimes you gotta know which ones to let go. Don't forget."
It sounds like you're saying you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them.
Right?
No win to walk
man.
away. No
I can
win
win
to
this
run.
hand, and I need a win.
So Cooler is not doing anything?
If Pie stopped me, no.
I wasn't straight up stopping, but I was basically telling you because you can't hear my brain that I personally don't think it's a good idea to intervene.
Okay.
And I second that. AM seconds that.
All right, so Robert gets ready to lob off an arrow at this orc to prevent him from pushing this drow off the edge. And
I wasn't going to shoot an arrow. I was going to blast him.
okay, yeah, your Eldritch blast him. And Pi, you feel him gearing up for his magic blast, and you put a hand on his shoulder and tell him, just let it be. So, let's see. Let's give some opposed. Oh, oof. Yeah, so this orc definitely pushes this drow off the edge.
Nice.
And as he pushes the drow off, I learned a thing. I've been drawing the X's on them. You can actually just, like, put an X. Where the hell is it? Well, I want to let me do it. God dang it. Yeah, you can just, like, do a regular X on them, I've learned.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Yeah,
I
right
can
there.
see it.
So there he is. So
Not on Xardaar.
Oh no, I'm doing that.
Oh, you did that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And we go.
all right, so that drow is done for. And you hear him screaming down. This lizard gets freaked out and it turns invisible, and you don't know where it went. So I'm just gonna put it over here to the side. But yeah, those lizards can turn invisible.
Oh God.
And then you're gonna see these
We know this
two
now.
drow. They're going to turn around, and they're going to just have it with these guys.
Separate.
God, I don't know why that happens. It's so weird when they're grouped like that. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do like a weird little roll for them to see what's going on, and I'm just going to do a few rolls. All right, so in this first little round of combat, the kobolds, which you guys know are super weak, they get knocked out. The drow warriors, they do take some hits. They're looking a little bloodied right now, but they're doing okay. This bugbear is going to come over here. This bugbear is attacking what the hell is his name? Xardaar, the one that Demise knows. Now, I want to roll again to see how this shapes up.
His name. Right. Demise, do you like that fella?
No, not particularly.
Does he have anything useful? Like, you might be able to get some good shit off of him?
I mean, he travels a lot, so he might have picked up some foreign stuff. Some stuff we can't usually get down here in the Underdark. I don't know, maybe.
Well, shit.
we could
I'm
kill him.
saying at this point, let's swoop in and save him. We got him outnumbered now, and these drow look like they could use a hand.
Or we
They
could
might
just
not
kill
even
him
know
and
about
take
it.
what he's got on him. That sounds easier to
What if
make.
he has information?
Or if we let him live, maybe that comes back to help us because all of a sudden we got one that likes us that didn't get taken away by some evil goddess.
Aren't we
Did
going
I
to
fail
a
my,
city full of people that hate the drow?
So what now?
Aren't we going to a city full of people that hate the drow?
I mean,
Yeah.
just because they hate them doesn't mean we got to.
Vinny, did I fail my wisdom check?
It's still the same day. We did one a while ago, so you don't have to like make a madness roll right now.
Well, I'm just wondering, like, am I one level of madness in? I can't remember.
You rolled a
I think
nat
I am.
20, so I think it brought you like back to 0.
Yeah, but then we did another roll.
But then he
and
had a
that was-
failure, so he's
Oh.
back to being sketchy.
Okay, then yeah, then you're back to where you were. Yes, okay.
Yeah, okay, so it definitely makes sense for me to want to kill him. Okay.
Okay.
Vinny, was I ever I don't know, do you know anything about my background with this guy or not really?
You've been down here like hunting horrors and drow. You know that the people above ground, they see them as evil, but you know that they're not really evil. They're just like people that live underground and are like misunderstood. So they do what they got to do to survive. This guy, he's not like evil. He's just a trader. Imagine he's a truck driver. That's what he is. You know, he's making Amazon deliveries.
Of
Well,
slaves.
shit, if he works for Amazon, I gotta go save him.
Yeah.
He's delivering slaves for Amazon.
Yeah, he does a little bit of human trafficking on the side, but
Just like Amazon, it's okay.
who doesn't?
The cart is actually a cabinet with like the name of a girl, and they're delivering people in that cabinet. I was Wayfair.
You're Wayfair. So, you know that this guy, he's not. You know, you've never really. This is the first time you've seen him deliver people. Give me an insight check, Demise, to see if you can kind of piece this together.
Okay, let's see.
So far,
Wow,
like
that's
it's
a
been
kill.
one round of combat.
That's a nat 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
Noise.
So, you know, in your like very few interactions with this guy, he's been very nice to you. He's like shared food with you, shared water, yada yada yada. You don't get the feeling that he is like a slaver at all. In fact, you get the feeling that whenever he's been offered the opportunity to like transport slaves, that he's been like, no, I don't do that. So you find it weird that he's like transporting these people, and you think that he's doing this because maybe not he's selling these people as slaves, but like something's wrong with them, and he's taking them somewhere to like get taken a look at. But because, you know, he has to be strict with them, he is being like a little mean, you know, but he's not like taking them to be slaves.
Okay.
Well, if you think he's a good dude, I'm saving him. Fuck it.
All right, let's bust in there. Should we roll initiative, or do we get a sweet surprise round since we're all stealthy right now?
I will let you
I
guys.
feel like I should at least get that Eldritch Blast I didn't fire off.
I'll let you guys all get a surprise round in.
Yo. Real quick,
Badass.
I would like to get this guy here because he's the only one I see. Wait, is that one up there too?
Yeah, that's a bugbear right there, and that's a human over here.
All right, I would like one of those because I can't see the other ones.
Based on what you know that humans are like weaker than bugbears. You know, bugbears are a little more hardier than humans.
How high up is this ledge? Because I'm feeling like jumping off of it.
I'd say it's like 10 to 15 feet, and because you guys have high ground, you'll get a +2 to your attack rolls.
Oh,
As long as it's like
I'll
a
say
ranged
that.
attack.
I'll stay up then.
how
All
far can I throw a mud pie if we're talking ranged attack?
Well, what about mud pot? You're gonna throw.
Just being dumb.
Well, do we want to go ahead and roll initiative so we determine what order we're going in?
I'm down for that.
And just have that.
Yeah, I went ahead and did that anyway.
That's cool with me. Yeah, if you want to get it out of the way.
Cool.
26.
19.
13.
Oh, okay.
26.
Yeah. I rolled a net 20 plus 6.
Oh my god.
16.
9.
I just need to get some kind of magic item that'll let me get my dex over 20, and it'll just be ridiculous.
Jeez. So, okay. And Miss Pie, did you also get a 19?
I got a 19, yeah.
Okay, I imagine that Robert has higher dex than you.
Probably.
Okay.
My dex is 10.
Oh, well, let me look. Mine might actually be higher. My dex. Oh, it's 10.
All right, guys, roll off.
Better
Roll
than the
off.
rate, so Pi gets to go. No, Pi will go after because it's his
Okay.
job to fix things that happen.
All right. I just got to do the orc real quick. Okay.
I say, and at this point, I'm antsy anyway.
Oh yeah, I didn't even want to do anything.
Right. And Robert's kind of pissed that we already lost one.
Dinner time.
Did you?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
You're good.
You just go down. Pi will just spike souls down the mountain and find that guy and cast True Resurrection on him. It'll be okay.
Okay, so there is the.
Have that spell?
Absolutely not.
Of course not.
That's like 9th level.
All right, so there's the initiative order. All right, guys, go ahead and get your one free round of attacks in.
All right. Let's see.
But real quick,
Big bear.
real quick. Dylan, if you let me go before you, I'll cast Guiding Bolt to give you advantage.
I mean, I'm already gonna have +2. I'm gonna be
That's
too
true.
far away to do
Never mind.
melee. I'm still doing my Eldritch Blast. I'll be fine.
So 26 to hit the bugbear.
That hits. Would you believe it?
All right. What's that?
That would you believe it? That a 26 hits.
Oh, good.
Whoa, and moved all the
Alright.
way there.
Yeah, I went ahead and used my bonus action to dash so I could get there.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's do that. Plus. So,
Hey, Vinny.
Yeah.
This bonus, does it affect spell DC?
For your Extreme Teen Bible?
No, the high ground bonus. Does it affect spell save DC?
No, only attack rolls.
Okay.
so let me see. That is going to be.
So does he get a high ground bonus with his Extreme Team Bible?
Is no one else focusing on that?
Well, no, I was only asking.
It's a +1 weapon.
The only ranged attack I have that requires an actual roll to hit is Guiding Bolt. Everything else is a spell save. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, you would get a +2 to that roll.
Okay.
I mean,
All
I
right,
think
I'm
so.
popping off on this guy. So, 21 piercing, 11 lightning, and he is sheathed in a booming spell. So basically, if he moves, he's going to take thunder damage.
So that's 32. All right.
Yes,
He's.
32 damage.
Would you believe it or not, Robbie? But he is on death's door.
Lightning underground.
Yeah, way underground. He's on death's door. Okay.
So yeah, that's my turn.
That's his. Yeah. And I don't care what order we go in for the surprise round. It's up to you guys. But if you want to go from top to bottom, that's fine too.
That's cool.
So, Robert, that might be you next.
Yep. All right. Oh, dang it. I gotta scroll a little bit. I got all the faces in the way. There we go.
So many faces.
Okay, so I'm gonna get right up here. And I see Anne's got that one just about dead, so I'm gonna fire off an Eldritch Blast at him.
Eldritch Blast.
Is a 14 gonna hit?
On the
It wasn't a great roll.
bugbear.
I think that does on a bugbear. I can't remember.
Yeah, a bugbear. Yeah, this guy's not wearing any armor. He's
Okay.
that hits.
All right, so
And then-
he's gonna take
There's this guy too, right? This is an orc.
max damage. He's gonna take 10 force damage.
Okay, tell me what happens.
All right, so I come up here and I holler out to the drow. Look out, y'all! We're coming to hell! And I just blast that bugbear, and as soon as he gets hit, he just goes flying off into the distance.
Hey, Dylan, guess what?
What?
That is your 200th kill.
Nice.
Yay!
You see the
And
doctor.
I see the doc in the background throwing confetti,
He goes,
and I'm like, "Fuck you, doc."
"Congratulations, you've killed 200 human beings." Actually, I don't think that was
wasn't
a
a
human
human.
being. Whatever, you've taken 200 lives. I hope you're proud of yourself.
That's just since you started counting, bitch. I'm sure I've killed like at least 3 you don't know about.
He's like,
You lost it.
he's smoking a pipe and he like does a little puff of air, right? A puff of smoke right in your face.
Man, fuck you and the horse you rode in on. All right, so I'm gonna fire my.
That was
second
my horse you
blast.
rode in on.
Yeah, you sold the horse.
No, we kept the horse. We put them up at the stables, didn't we?
We did something with him. I don't know.
His horse?
Yeah, I think you exchanged
His
them
horses?
for more horses.
Yeah,
Right, we just traded them out. They just got like put out to pasture. They're fine.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going after whatever's right here. I
They're
assume
mean
that
for Shemesh now.
that's another bugbear.
I think
Is
that's
this boy dead?
Yeah, that boy is dead. It should be a human now. Yeah, that's a human.
Okay, that one's
right
the human right there.
Yes.
And
Which
then,
does
is this
not
an
look
orc?
as strong. That is the orc right here, the one that pushed him off the thing.
Well, a 25 is gonna hit. So he's going to take. I mean, I assume a 25 is going to hit.
Yeah, it's a regular human.
Okay. So he's going to take a 6 force damage right in the face.
And Robert, you're from a
Man,
distance,
let's-
right? Okay.
Let's see. All right, I can't do that. Can't do that. Yeah. And then I'll go ahead. Nah, fuck it. I ain't gonna burn my Hexblade Curse on him. I'm gonna chill right there. I'm good.
You only get 2 blasts with your Eldritch?
Yeah. I mean, I'm only level 6.
Okay. Alright, and if we're going down in order, Pi, you're next. The orc
Right.
over here looks really good. This human looks pretty bloodied.
I can't see the orc, so.
Okay.
How deep is the drop right here? It looks like it's shallower.
Yeah, it's like 5 or 10 feet. Like, you'll be able to make that jump. I won't make you roll
Okay.
anything.
How much of my movement will that take, or can I just treat it like nothing?
I'll treat it like it's 5. You're good.
All right, well, great. In that case, I'll do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And now I can see everybody. Great. And I lost my my height advantage, didn't I? Whatever. Fuck it. I don't care. I'll get much today. I'm going to pop a... Fuck, everything's healing. Fuck, why did I fucking unprepare everything? I'll just put a Sacred Flame at this human here.
The human, okay. I have to
Fuck
make a
human.
save for that, right?
Yeah, deck save of 15.
I fail.
Great. You take... Not bad. 7 radiant damage.
Okay, so because this is radiant damage, you see that this is hurting him a little bit more than normal. This human,
Nice.
like, it burns him from the inside out, and you see, like, light coming out of his mouth and out of his eyes as he just screams and just collapses on himself.
Is he dead or
He's
unconscious?
dead.
Oh, he's dead.
He's
Nice.
dead.
Fuck yeah.
If you want
I'm gonna...
if you want to describe his death differently, that's fine too.
No, that's cool. I like that. I'm gonna kind of peek over my shoulder and go like, "Hey, they don't seem to like radiant magic," and then I'll just
Yeah, I'm gonna hit it with some next time too.
and I'm going to bonus action. You know it, spiritual weapon.
Nice.
At 6. Where's my hammer at?
I just gotta create it real quick. I just gotta
cool.
like have it ready to go.
Yeah, just like keep it in the corner of the screen, and
Yeah.
I'll just grab it. You can go ahead and put it over. Well, no, that's a good guy. You can put it over this guy here.
Okay. And I think you can attack with it on the same turn, correct?
I can, and it's got a range of what was it, 60 feet? Yeah, so I can definitely get him.
All right, you
I
should
think.
be able to
Double
control
check.
it as well. Okay.
Yeah, that's only 50 feet away. Did you put it up there yet? I'll go ahead and
Yeah,
make
it's right above him. Yeah, you should be able to control
Okay.
it as well.
Natural 1.
Oh no.
Yeah, this orc just like turns around after like pushing this dude off and sees this hammer, and he just like nimbly steps out of the way. He's clearly
really
the
wanted
most
to-
athletic there.
I really wanted to swing it into him and boot him off the cliff. But that's all right. I'll just let Mudpie do it. Mudpie, where is it? Oh, okay, never mind. He doesn't have the range, but he'll just come with me anyway because he's my
Okay.
boy.
All right, cool. So next up, this is still the surprise round. Fuck, it's Xardaar. Yeah, this is not even the regular fucking round yet.
Oh shit! I'm sorry, I messed up. He's got a dope spell to use.
Nice.
Who?
Oh, I'm not gonna do it. It's 4th level. That's too much.
Ooh, yeah.
Would handing a healing potion, be a bonus action?
Yeah, I'll say so. I'm cool with that.
All right. And do potions have to be drank, or can I splash it on the dude?
They have to be drank.
Okay.
You can
So I
hand it
run
to
up
him.
and
I'm just gonna take a bath in some healing potion real quick.
Right.
because I can't get close enough to fire off an arrow, I'm just going to run up to this dude and hand him a healing potion. But,
So
hey, you look like you need this.
you hand him the potion, and at first he seems like disgusted by you, like, surface dweller, scum. Oh, a potion. Thank you. This is fantastic. Thanks. I appreciate this. His demeanor
Bigger problems, mate.
instantly changes.
And I just stare at him, drink it.
He doesn't have an action to drink it, but he is holding it.
I just keep staring at him then. And I wait.
All right.
Don't mind him. He's creepy like that, but he means well.
All right. Last but not least is Demise.
All right. So who's left? The orc over here.
Just the orc.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, just the orc. Okay.
Yep.
Was this a drow right beside him, or
This is a drow right beside him that was leading the caravan.
Okay.
It's not the one that
okay.
you know, though. It's just like a different
Okay. Okay. I'm going to range attack the orc with my crossbow.
All right.
And so I've got 2 hits, a 30 and a 31 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. That hits.
Okay.
Good Lord.
So I already rolled 1 damage. Let's see. So I've got, 13 damage. Oh wait, 13, 9, and 1. So that's 23 damage. One of those is radiant because I did my Right at the Dawn,
Ooh, okay.
which amplifies it and does radiant damage.
Which part of it was radiant? The 9 or the 1?
The 1.
Oh, okay, cool. So that hurts him a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
He is bloodied. Yeah, he's not looking good.
And
You do see him like.
Now we get a whole nother
gasp.
round.
Yeah, and now you get.
And
a
now
whole
we get to go
nother round.
again.
All right, Anne, lead us off.
All right. So we just got Orc Boy over here.
Yep. And you might as well
5,
just like fucking push him off the cliff, man.
I'm not very strong, and he's kind of a strong boy, so I don't think I can.
And pushing someone off a cliff didn't end well for you last time. He came back.
Yeah,
That's
that
good.
did very well for me. So I'm going
For
to
story
avoid
purposes.
that. So hang on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
I will
And
say he is flanked.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think I get that. So I get advantage. So let me roll that. And that's going to be a 27 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. That hit our orc boy.
6 plus 8 is 14 piercing. And then I got to do my lightning.
Did you add
And-
your stealth damage, your stealth attack?
Yes. Yeah, I added that. And then I'm doing 13 lightning damage, and he is sheathed in booming energy. And then my bonus action.
Well, before you do your bonus action, tell me what happens.
All right. Yeah, I just come up and I pull out my blade crackling with lightning as I come up behind him and stab him right in the ribs as you see electricity envelop him, and he falls to the ground.
He looks like, what am I thinking of? Like Freakazoid? I don't know. Some old show where that happens.
The blue guy?
Yeah, you remember that
Yeah.
old ass show?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He looks like
I
that.
don't feel like it's quite that old. It's not like it's from the 80s.
It's like
Early 2000s.
you know the ones where you just see a black outline of the person and the like white and yellow light surrounding him. That's exactly what happens.
Yeah.
Runs around in underwear. Freakazoid.
Oh
Freakazoid.
yeah, that's it. All right, so yeah, you guys successfully kill them before these drow could even like really do anything. They killed the kobolds, which were the weakest ones. They literally have 5 HP. So you guys get the feeling that these guys are not like fighters, you know, like they are very much just truck drivers. Let's see. So, as you guys kill all these people, Volantar, did I say his name right? Yazantar, I said it completely wrong. He turns around and he looks up on the ledge, and he has dark vision, so he's able to see all of you. And he does draw a weapon, and he says, "Surface dwellers, what are you doing here?" And then he he notices Demise, and he says, "Demise, are you with these surface dwellers?"
Yeah. They're tagging along with me to get to Gauntlgrim.
To the Dwergars, that's where you're headed.
Yeah.
Well,
Real quick, is your buddy hurt over there?
Hey, Delutor, are you okay? And he looks over and he says, yeah, I'm fine. I took a hit, but I'm okay. He's like, yeah, he's fine. Don't
I pull out
don't
a
worry about it.
fruit and my glutton's fork, and I tap it, and I hand it to him.
It's a very good berry.
He's a little hurt right now, and you guys are like surrounding them. He looks worried, and he doesn't want to eat this, but he eats it. And what do you tap for him to eat?
I
like-
tapped it with the glutton's fork, so it's 2d6 HP.
But what did you tap? Was it a rock?
No, one of the fruit I got
Oh.
from my bag of beans.
Okay. He eats it, and he like feels a little better and goes, this is surprisingly sweet. I thought beans were salty. Yum.
Hey, Vinny.
It wasn't a bean, it was fruit.
I'm sticking
It was
with
bean
the
fruit.
bean made a tree that bore beans.
Yeah,
Hey, Vinny.
Curtis. Yeah.
The height bonus that you're doing, how high up do you have to be for that?
I'd say like at least 5 feet, like, you know, one surface above, you know.
And how tall is Xardaar, and how much weight can he carry?
No, we're not doing that. Listen, if you want him to
Would
carry
Xardaar
you,
get advantage? Would
No, I was
Xardaar get
thinking-
advantage on gnomes. Things.
no.
I was thinking to jump on you to do range attacks, but yeah, we should technically, at least Xardaar should get advantage on the short ones.
On the
I'll
short
do it.
ones,
Yeah,
no. Because you're tall, but you're still
I mean,
a medium
if we're doing that,
creature.
then anybody riding Bjorn's shoulders gets advantage too.
I mean,
So
right?
Jerry can just hop on him and shoot.
That was like the whole first session. We
Isn't
just
that-
jumped on Bjorn's back, and I just fucking went through the field.
Yeah. So Yazantar, and he says, "What business do you have with the Drow? Why are you headed there? And you surface dwellers, do you know how far away from the surface you are?"
Pretty far.
I mean,
Fair.
yes and no.
It's that way, right? It can't be too far.
I knows exactly how many days away they are.
Demise, you would know that the Underdark is separated into 3 layers. There's the Upper Dark, there's the Middle Dark, and then there's the Lower Dark. And Gauntlgrim is in the Lower Dark. It's like the deepest part. And right now, you guys have gone beyond the Middle Dark. You're in like the very top of the Lower Dark. So you're like close to the fucking core at this point.
In the 3rd layer. It's just like the Abyss.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I hope it's just like the Abyss. It's horrifying.
And listen, you guys have rolled like so low on your thing that you're making like a really good time. You guys have been hustling to get to where you are. You know, you're like
Damn right.
ahead of schedule. Yeah. So
We got shit to do. Junebug's mama needs help.
Yeah, we gotta find you, bud.
Yazantar says, I truly don't know any of you people, but I must thank you for rescuing us. We found these on our way to Menza Berenzen, and they were very unresponsive, and they seemed sick, honestly, and I thought that we could probably take care of them or do something with them. But once we tied them up, they seemed willing and ready to go, and they've been following us for days now. No food, no water, no rest, no sleep, nothing. We couldn't figure out what was going on with them until just now when they turned and attacked us.
Don't touch the thorns.
Yeah, them thorns,
Yeah.
they get on you, and they like turn you into this thrall connected to sort of like this puppet master somewhere. Like all these little ones you see, it's kind of like they're just a hive being controlled by a queen bee that's pulling all the strings.
I'm actually
And
going to
now
go
I'm
burn
thinking
those.
about a puppet show where a bee's making tiny bees things.
I'm going to burn those corpses so the thorns can't get, other travelers don't walk by where they've been and get thorned.
Well, I
Ooh, that's a good
appreciate
idea.
that.
We should have been doing that before.
Fire,
Yeah, I know.
fire
Can we
down
do that
here
to
makes
yours?
us easy targets. Perhaps we just throw him down this cliff here.
But then
And
if
burn
there's
them.
any thorns left, then people are still going to step on them.
Listen, I
How
don't
about
know,
we set
I don't
them on
know
fire
anything
and then
about
push
these
them over?
thorns. I don't know anything
What?
about these thorns. I know that fire attracts enemies. If you want to set them on fire, that's your prerogative.
Hey,
How
Adam,
about
why
we set
don't
them
you
on
just
fire and
roll
push them
up
over the
the-
ledge? That way we got them both.
If that's what you want to do, that's fine. But I've got a job to do.
Well, real quick, you got any wares on you?
Khajiit has wares.
He looks over to the other drow, and he says, "Well, yes, but we're delivering these wares. If anything's missing, it'll be our heads."
I will accept the fattest of loots.
Fattest of loot.
All right. I mean, if it ain't yours to sell, I ain't gonna press you on it. I was
Yes.
just curious.
This none of this here really belongs to me. This all belongs to the merchants of Menza Berenson.
All right, but if you can avoid it, just don't get involved with any more of them thorn folks. And if you see any dudes wearing red robes proclaiming to be spreading the light of Syrian, that's where these thorns come from. It's bad news.
Oh no,
Get 'em.
Syrian. No, we've heard of him. No. It's some kind of new god who loves the light and the fire, and clearly down here, those things are not that we partake in.
Colby, well, Syrian ain't his real name. We've been calling him Mr. T because all we know is that his name starts with T. But apparently he's old. He's like old. Like before they had letters to write shit down.
Oh, that's interesting. That sounds like valuable information that I can trade with others.
True. In fact,
Yeah,
have you
we
ever
probably-
heard of an item called Oramikos? It's supposed to be like this moss-like plant.
Oh, yes. So, Oramikos, it's said to be the first plant ever grown in the material plane. It's ancient. It's a
Ooh.
moss. It's almost like a
Where's
fungus,
that?
you would say. Oh, it's in the deepest part of the Underdark. It's still a
Alright.
few miles below. And apparently it moves, too. It likes to go where there's a high concentration of magic.
That's good to know. We've also heard, now this was from a less than reliable source, but we had heard that it can make folks turn on each other. Now, the person that told us, he was a surface dweller who'd gone crazy. So that might not be true.
Well, those that aren't used to the darkness of the Underdark, I would imagine that perhaps they haven't just gone mad, but I've been in here my whole life and I've never come across the Oramikos. I just don't go down that low.
Got it. How low can you go? You can't go that low. I'm with you.
And the Infernal. Do we need to see the Infernal?
What?
Don't we need a flame of an Infernal?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, but that's
Fire Primordial.
Yeah, Fire Primordial. Isn't there one under Neverwinter, like down in the Underdark?
Yeah, he says, yes, the Dwergar and all their crafts and all their forging, they use the fire from the Primordial, but I don't think that they can release it. A Primordial is hard enough to capture. You want its fire? It's the fire of a Primordial is its heart.
All right. Well, that's some good information.
I mean, I'm good with this. We got some information. You got some information. It feels like we ended up making a mutually beneficial transaction, even if we didn't exchange coin or goods.
I mean, yes, you scratched my back. I scratched your back. That orc scratched the back of my friend who just fell down the cliff. All mutual.
Yeah. How far down does that cliff go, by the way?
Oh, it's a few hundred feet.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Nope. All right, we ain't going after him. If it was like 20 feet, I would have been like, we could probably get him.
There's only so much I could express in the image here.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so we know who you are, and we are the Tween Titans.
Go.
The Tween Titans. What an interesting name. What Titans do you refer to?
I think we're the Titans. I'm not really sure how it works. All I know is we hate how much we love this name.
You know what they say about the Titans? The Titans are the only ones that can kill the gods.
That's a fitting name then.
Wait.
All right, I kind of like it now.
The doctor is like,
It's
that's just a
better
fucking
now.
rumor. You can't kill a god, you idiot. They're
You're just in my
gods.
head. Shut up.
Hey, why don't you kill him? Add on to your kill count, huh? I heard it's way up there.
You know what? I'd be happy to add that one. I would be.
While
happy
he's
to
doing
add
this,
that
I just tell the guy, I'm like, oh, this is normal. He's losing his mind.
But if you're trying to get to Gonfalgrim, you're just a few more days away.
Thank fuck.
Cool. Which way? We've been coming from this way. I just want to make sure we're going the right way by going this way.
Just keep following this path, and you'll get to an area where you either continue following this path or you find this really moist hole. You want to go into the moist hole, and it's going to get really tight in there, and it's going to be very uncomfortable, but you just got to keep on pressing through.
Look, if it's tight, you ain't doing it right. I'm just saying.
Ha! I get it, but
Like,
no,
type
really,
for
that's how you get it.
Or type for me, or type for.
Well, listen, I'm very for you, you big fella. You're gonna have a hard time getting in there, anyways. The Dwergar are much smaller, but a little thicker. They'll be able to make it through easily, but me, I'm too tall to make my way through it.
5 will get you 10. We're going to encounter a guard named Chode.
That's so not tight butthole.
Oh man. Well, you guys are close. He says, is there anything I can do, or do I have your permission to leave now?
Well, we
Don't
weren't
get-
keeping you. We were just enjoying the conversation. Ooh, Pie, give him one of your necklaces.
I'll give him and his buddy a necklace.
Oh, I don't think that'll go over well, but go for it.
I don't think it will either, but I've been given the green light.
You give him a necklace, and they're familiar with Moradin. Pi, why don't you give me a persuasion check with disadvantage?
I thought this would be my persuasion because I told him to do it.
May the Allhammer protect you.
Dodge action.
Pi's the one that's giving it to them.
Yeah, I'm backing away and taking the dodge action regardless.
Let's see. Let me look at my modifier. You said persuasion?
Yes.
Oh, wait. I actually roll at advantage for persuasion.
That's
Oh no, that's only with.
that's
nope,
only with
that.
teens. Yeah.
So this my second roll was really nice. It would have been a success, but this is a 6.
You hand him these Moradin necklaces, and they look at it, and he says, "The god of the dwarves." They spit on the ground and they toss it over the edge.
I'm like, well, shit. I was thinking maybe you might find somebody who would want something like that. Maybe a surface dweller who's
This-
feeling a little lost
if
and
I-
has something you might want.
If I take this to the city of the Drow, they will kill me for it.
Well, I don't want that. No, sorry. My bad, Pie.
That's fair.
Pi is he's you see him calculating everything, all the possible outcomes, and he knows he would 100% win this fight, but he doesn't know how his friends would feel about it.
I just come up and pat him on the shoulder and say, "It's all right, buddy. Don't worry about it."
Hold on. Hey, Pie, remember what you said to me a little while ago about how sometimes you got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them?
Ain't worth it.
I said you have to know, not me.
We both have to know. You and I both.
Well,
It's
we're
a
no for
plural
you. Don't
you.
worry about it.
In fact, I'm going to change it. It ain't you, it's y'all, as in all of y'all.
Don't worry. I've got the software update to patch that. We will address this when we get to the surface again.
Whatever. I guess the law against being a cunt, and Pie's just gonna walk away.
All right. Well, it looks like we're heading on our travels now. Nice meeting y'all.
You as well, surface dwellers. Don't die down here. There's enough bodies
That's
down
the
in
plan.
that ditch.
Hey,
Yep,
I was
there's
telling you
Trump.
not to die down here, but you kind of live here, so it's probably going to happen anyway. But don't do it anytime soon.
I'll do my best. And they
I'll take it.
hitch their fucking lizards back onto this cart here, and they make their way downtown, walking fast.
Faces past their home bed.
Oh, Jesus.
I hope there aren't any faces passing.
Well, it's the Underdark. There's definitely some faces passing. God.
They're on your mind, but they're passing.
Okay, there we go. Dude, the weird thing about Roll20 is when you like group two things on top of each other, they do not stay connected. It's so weird.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because like the drow
Vinny,
ended up
I think you're just doing it wrong. Maybe you need more foreplay.
I mean, I'm doing
Yeah.
it with Whitefang and Xardaar, and they're staying together.
Hey, you got to get them moister.
That's so weird. Well, they're the same size. They're the same square. They're different sizes. You know, different strokes. Okay. So
I need another beer.
the carriage starts making their way. Do you guys want to do anything to the bodies, like you said?
Throw them over the edge.
Throw them over the edge.
Well, include them if they have anything useful, but throw everything else over the
Do it
edge.
to bodies.
I'll say even with like a nat 20 on investigation, like these guys were all but naked.
Okay,
Like
right.
they had their clothes. They had like
And
very
then
crude
looks like
weapons. No leather, no shields, nothing. Like their AC was like the lowest it could possibly be. And they didn't even get a turn because they didn't get to use this cool ability I had planned, but oh well. Alright, and you guys keep
So
on.
let's pile them right here,
Yeah.
set them on fire, and just push them over.
So you guys pile all the bodies right on top of each other. Let's see. Yep, they're all on top. You set it on fire.
Grab some wood to help.
You grab some wood from the tree. This fucking dead tree down there. You set it on fire. And then there's just a
Go,
fucking
buddies, go.
flame down there. You know what? I think I have a thing for that too.
I'm hoping like a shit ton of just creepy crawlies go flying after it.
Yeah, I watch it go. That's interesting.
We still have passed without a trace for an hour, so as soon as we do that, I was just gonna like hide again, just in case.
Wait, where's my fire? Yeah, so yeah, they're fucking on fire. Wait, I gotta make. You see that? You
Nice.
guys see that? Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
Nice.
Hey,
It's animated,
Oh,
and they fall down the gulch there. Okay, so you guys are gonna keep on going. Let's see, Curtis, roll me a d4. I believe you guys were at day 0. Correct me if I'm wrong.
we were at
And then we see a split jaw go after the fire.
No, I'm kidding. I think it's first day. Yeah,
So
I was at full everything, so it's probably the first day. That's a 2.
that's a 2. So were you at day 1 or day 0?
I don't know. I hadn't spent any spells, and I was at full HP.
So
So
you just had a long rest. Let's say that was day 0, and now you're at day 2. So no matter what, next roll you're gonna have a long rest, no matter what. So
All right.
you guys keep traveling for another 2 days.
Do we have madness? Do we have nightmares?
You know what? Yeah, let's do that. Let's see. Everyone, roll me a Wisdom saving throw. See if your madness progresses.
I got an 18. What do I have to get?
18. That was it.
Nice.
21.
Okay, you're good. You still think White Fang is like trying to lead
Ooh.
you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Or
I got a 20.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Dirty 20, not nat.
So
That's
I think it's
my
leaving me anymore.
wisdom could be as an 18.
Hmm.
Oh, and
25.
Demise, you roll with okay. I was gonna say Demise, you
So
roll with
you roll
advantage since
yeah,
you're
that's
front
right.
here.
Oh, that's worse. So 14.
All right, Demise, you gain a little bit of madness, and I gotta open up our chat. You remember what we talked about, correct? You sent it to me. How
Yeah.
you think these people don't like you, something like that, right?
Yeah.
So just lean into that roleplay wise. So you've been like you've been with these guys for a few days now, but now you get the feeling that like they're only using you to kind of get around the Underdark. They don't really like care about you, you know. So just a little bit of roleplay. All right. So after 2 days of traveling, you're beginning to lose track of time as you wander endlessly through the dark. You clamber up a rocky, rough slope that emerges into a 30-foot tall, 6 to 8 feet wide, single-file tunnel with a pleasant surprise. This tunnel is filled with light. Fist-sized oblong crystals protrude from the walls, lit from within by some unknown force, providing a brightly lit lane to travel upon. The tunnel is flooded with this greenish-purple light. So, you guys are in this tunnel. You're in single file. Tell me the order that you're in.
Well, I'm going to roll perception before I even go in.
Okay.
I was gonna ask Demise if she thinks we should go in there. If she really thinks it's safe. Demise, have you ever been to Gumpelgrim? Is this really the right way?
I don't know.
Demise, you know that is the right way.
I'm just trying to help you.
I'm asking for your help.
Well, then, yeah, this is the right way.
Great. You want to take the lead or not?
Demise, give me a survival check. Or a nature check, either one.
Okay. Hang on.
I'm not good at either of those.
How did that happen? I rolled a nat 1 both times.
Oi!
Get the fuck out.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I'll roll survival because I'm not terrible at that.
You've been kicked from the lobby.
Yeah.
Taylor has
I
left
got a
the chat.
19. I got a 19 for survival.
Okay, so with survival, you're not from down here, so you wouldn't like just know this information. But either way, you have been in here that you've seen this greenish purple kind of mist around. It's called the Xardaar, and it's just this magical fog that just floats around parts of the Underdark. You see that these crystals have the same color as this fog. So you imagine that these crystals that are lining the walls of this really tight tunnel, that they're being lit up just by the magic from the Xardaar. In fact, when you look into the crystal, it seems kind of cloudy and foggy inside. You imagine that this magical mist is inside these crystals.
Guys, it looks like that weird magical mist is inside these here crystals. I would not recommend breaking them.
Now, is it just like a concentration of magic in this area, or is it just because there's these crystals that are able to kind of channel the power of the Xardaar, and it's not any thicker or thinner than it has been the rest of the time?
You can give me a nature check.
Paya's got a crystal lead.
So we'll see.
That's what
It's a 19.
A 19? Okay. So you imagine that it's just these crystals. These crystals here, they just seem to like suck in magic. And since Xardaar is just like it's like a magical mist. It's just like magic in like malleable form. And they just suck it up and use it to just produce light.
So it's definitely thicker here than it was like 10 feet behind us.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Shai's gonna take the lead when we go up here, if that's cool.
Pai's gonna take the lead?
That's it. Robert will be right with you.
do we need somebody that's perceptive up front for this?
That's why I was going. Because I
was thinking-
perception and I can see.
That's fine if you want to do that. I was thinking someone with a high AC, but if perception is good, do that.
Well, I'll go. I've got high AC and good perception.
There you go.
I'll take up the rear. I've got a +7 to perception. What?
I'm in the rear.
Oh, okay, never mind. Me and Demise are like paranoid together, and we're, like our paranoia is just amplifying off of each other.
I can see it now. I don't trust
I'm
you.
like trying to push her ahead, No, you go first.
Yeah.
You're gonna
No, you.
bring up the rear of this tight wet hole.
You guys are the tight bubble. So, do we have Pie or Robert first?
I guess Robert first, and Pie's right behind him.
So we have Robert Pie. Who's after Pie?
I guess Xardaar didn't like thing.
Xardaar,
Oh, yeah,
White Fang, and then survive.
Oh, I figured he'd be behind Pie probably, but it's whatever.
All right, that's fine. I think Pie, like Mud Pie, is not dumb. Like he's a smart creature. If you give him a command, he'll understand it. You know.
Technically, he can just be under the ground. It doesn't matter.
You want him to be underground?
Wherever he wants to be.
Why
If
would
he
you ask
works
it that
first,
way?
he can do it.
Well, I mean, it's up to you, man. Give him the command. You're the owner here.
Sure,
You want him to burrow underground?
that's fine.
Okay, so he like digs a hole and he starts burrowing underneath you. So we
It
have
doesn't affect any of the surroundings. It doesn't. Only if he uses the like burrow attack thing that it actually makes stuff rumble. But he does it without affecting anything.
okay. So we got Robert, Pie, and then Xardaar, and then White Fang, and then we have Anne, and then Demise. Okay.
Well, Ann and Demise are like fighting back and forth.
And you guys are like small guys, you know. Like Anne is a rogue. He's dexterous. He's a little dude, and Demise is a gnome. So definitely small. You guys are just like kids in the backseat of a car.
Yeah, just shuffling back and forth. Like Ann pushes Demise up, and Demise like grabs Ann, and pulls him forward. Yeah, just back and forth.
There you go.
So
All
Rocket
right.
whips his head around. If you two don't behave, I will turn this tunnel around.
Who are you to tell me what to do? Don't it?
Yeah, back off.
All
I
right.
may not be your father, but boy, I'm gonna show you who your daddy is.
You don't know me. I don't know you.
So since Robert is leading the charge, the doctor is actually in front of him leading. And
Nice.
the doctor says, "Oh man, last time I was in a place this tight, I was still in medical school. I was in bodies. I was in dead bodies, just like you."
Well, hey, look, you're
That's
in a dead body
disgusting.
now, so that must feel familiar for you.
Are you
Asshole.
proud of that one? Are you proud of that? You killed me.
I'm proud of that comeback.
I really wish I was in this conversation because I would definitely be making a necrophilia joke.
I imagine that like you don't see that, but you do hear him like talking, but like you just don't know who or what he's talking to.
Yeah.
All right, so a few things about this like chamber that you guys are in. It's very tight. You guys are single file. The deeper you guys get into this little crevice, it gets brighter and brighter. And as you get deeper, you notice that there are things hanging from the ceiling. The ceiling is like not that high above you. Like Xardaar definitely has to crouch as he's walking through this. The rest of you guys, the ceiling is like you can't even extend your arm all the way up before you hit it. But you start to notice that there are vines and other kind of wildlife starting to grow on the walls and dangling from the ceiling. You get to a certain point where you're pushing vines out of the way as you navigate your way through. You get to a point where the light from the crystals are just super, super bright. Everyone give me a Constitution saving throw.
And can I borrow your sunglasses?
Hell no. I don't know what you're gonna do with them. I don't trust you.
God damn it.
What did I roll?
I'm gonna roll a real dice.
As
I got
a
a 15.
Okay.
Jesus!
and no, it hit the thing. You gotta do it again.
I got a 10.
It's either ones or 20s for me tonight.
Did you get a nat 20?
Yeah, but I got a 1 the other time.
Damn.
I got two 14s.
I'm rolling ones constantly.
You're a min-max character.
Yeah.
Okay, and what did Anne get?
Dirty 20.
Okay, so the lowest was a 10, right, for Pi?
Oh,
Well, that was the DC. I was going to say, if you rolled below a 10, then you became blinded by the light. but you guys are able to
Wrapped up
kind
like a
of,
deuce.
you guys are able to kind of like just overtake this light. It doesn't do much to you as you think it was, but Pi almost like, whoa, you have to like adjust your brightness settings on your eyes.
I'm not used to my belt of dwarven kind, so I gotta like fiddle around with it.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. The further you
I'm
guys
gonna call
get
this the tunnel of Manfred Man.
all right, the further you guys get through this, the vines that are hanging above you, they were dry. They're starting to get kind of wet and somewhat sticky. And you're still able to kind of like push your way through as you navigate through it. Let's see.
Well, I guess it's a good thing I'm so short.
And this has
Well,
Well, they
definitely
said it was
like
going.
this has slowed
They
you
said it was
guys
gonna get
down.
moist.
Yeah.
They ain't saying nothing about sticky.
As you guys go through this hole, you get to a point where like you're no longer walking like straight, but you have to like turn sideways and like scooch across, which is very claustrophobic if that's something that your character experiences. After traveling through a section where you guys are very tight, you get to an area where it suddenly opens up. It's not wide enough that you're not out of single file line, but it is wide enough that you can kind of swing your arms around a little bit. So let's see. The first three that are up. So Xardaar, Pi, and Robert. Give me perception checks. Xardaar,
Hey.
disadvantage.
My God, natural one.
Wow, I only got a 14.
But still.
You got a what?
I got a 14.
What does Xardaar get?
At best a 9, so no point.
Okay, so a 14, a natural 1, and a 9. Okay. You guys get to a point where it opens up, and these long dangly vines that are hanging. These vines, they wrap around you. As you look up, and you notice that there is a creature that these vines are connected to.
Is this a roper?
A what?
A roper?
No. This creature
Oh,
looks like it looks like a brain with a beak,
oh.
Ew!
and it looks like this. All right,
I'm ready to be scared.
I posted it in the chat.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. Those are awful.
It's a brain with a
It's
beak,
ugly.
and the three of you are restrained in this tight corridor. Let's see, Demise, White Fang, and Anne. You guys aren't able to see what has gotten them, but they've been gotten. Guys, roll initiative.
They can go get.
We're
Right
gonna,
by now!
we're gonna
And
do
I'll let Ann know what I'm looking at.
we're gonna do this one in our heads.
All right,
Theater
I
of
got,
the mind. A 14.
Well,
14.
All right.
23.
Ooh.
Must be nice having an initiative modifier.
I got 13.
not
I
always.
just have a.
I got a 7,
What?
Oh!
and I rolled a nat 1.
Oh my god. What did Demise get?
16.
Okay.
I like the fire effect. It's cool.
It is cool.
Probably want to hit it with some radiant damage or something.
All right. So these creatures, I will say that Anne and Demise, you guys aren't able to get to it. You cannot see it. Demise, I think because you're tiny, you might be able to kind of like fit in between. I think that might be like in your features or something. But first up is Xardaar. Xardaar, you are restrained. Okay.
What's the difference between that and grappled?
No, I take it back. You are grappled. You are not restrained.
Okay.
So you can either
So is
use
it a.
you can use your action to attack or use your action to escape the grapple. Up to you. I don't think that you have like disadvantage or anything.
How would I attack? Does it have my arms?
I think your movement is 0. I think that's
Yeah.
typically what happens.
so I could still attack with my bow.
Not with your bow, because when you attack at close range with your bow, it's going to be disadvantage. But, like, it's on you, you know?
You could punch it.
Yeah, you can punch it like you did the slime, the black pudding.
Alright, so drawing a short sword would be a bonus action.
Sure. That's fine.
Break. So you gotta keep
What if I draw 2 of them?
so it doesn't break.
You draw what?
I mean, as long as you didn't have a weapon drawn, you can normally just draw at least one as a free action.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I would assume you probably didn't have a bow drawn in here anyway.
Right,
For it.
like a one effect.
Alright, so I'll just say I'll attack. I'll use a bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark on the thing.
Okay.
Then I'll attack with the short sword.
Okay, cool.
That's a 22 to hit.
That'll hit. So since you were in the third one, you're hitting the third grell. This is called a grell, by the way.
Oh, so we're all. It's different ones that are getting us. It's not just one big
Yes, there are 3 different ones.
one. Okay. That changes my.
Alright, so that's 10 slashing damage.
Okay.
And second attack, that's a 13 to hit.
That'll hit. A 13 will hit.
And that is...
What is your favorite enemy?
I think it's Monstrosity.
Okay, then never mind.
Oh, okay. Then that's 6 more slashing damage.
Okay. It's still looking good. All right. So next up is going to be Demise. Demise, what can you do?
All right. So am I looking at it right now, or do I need to go ahead and like squeeze through, or?
You might need to squeeze through. I think that you can move it through, but I don't think you can end your turn where they are because you're tiny.
Gotcha. Okay. So I will squeeze through and take a piece of this thing. I'm gonna attack with my crossbow.
Okay.
That's not gonna work. Hang on. Second attack.
That'll work.
That'll work. 26 to hit.
Are you hitting the one that has Robert, Pi, or Xardaar?
There's 3 of them?
Yes.
Oh, shoot.
There's at least 3.
Okay. Let's go. Which is the closest to me? Or the furthest from me?
The furthest one that has Robert.
Okay. Let's go for the one that hits Robert. Or that has Robert. And so that, I'm going to imbue that with Rite of the Dawn.
Hell
So
yeah.
it'll take an extra 1d6 radiant damage.
Okay.
Let me roll. So that's 12 plus, so 13, so only 1 radiant damage.
Okay. So 14 total?
And, yeah, let me see what else I can do. I'm going to do Brand of Castigation as well. So when I use the Rite of the Dawn feature, I can sear an arcane brand of Humacraft magic into it. So we always know the direction of the branded creature, and each time the branded creature deals damage to you or a creature you can see within 5 feet of you, the creature suffers 4 psychic damage.
Okay.
Are you gonna enhance it this time?
Well, that's not an enhanced one. That's an automatic thing. So he goes, he'll take 4 psychic damage every time he goes to attack.
Okay. Fantastic. Okay. All right. So next up is going to be the Grell. Wait, do you want to move anywhere? Because you can't end your turn where like someone else.
Oh, I'm going to move back to where I was.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. So next up is going to be the Grell. The first one is the one that you branded that is going to attack Robert, who currently has Robert restrained. So Robert first is going to hit you with its tentacles. Will a 16 hit Robert?
No.
Okay. But Robert, because you are already wrapped up in its tentacles, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
DC 11.
It's too bad Asher's not here.
All right. Yeah, this is perfect for him. What did you get? What did Robert get?
I only got a 10.
Oh no! So you are going to be poisoned for 1 minute, and for
No, I'm
that,
not. I'm immune to poison.
you're immune to poison. Okay, then never mind.
Because of my Groot arm.
Then you are not paralyzed, which is great.
Nice.
Okay. So then it's also going to try and hit you with its beak then. Okay, yeah, a 22.
Wait, wouldn't it have to hit with the tentacle first, or what?
You're grappled
already
by it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair, yeah.
All right, so it's going to hit you with its beak. That's a 22 to hit.
That'll hit. I'll take the damage on that one.
That's going to be 6 piercing damage.
Great. I still haven't gotten through my false life yet, so I'm good.
All right, the next one
I
is
have
going
one
to...
temp HP left.
Dang. Next one is going to try and hit Pi. Pi, this isn't even... Like, what's even the fucking point? Are you immune to poison as a Warforged as well?
I have advantage against being poisoned and advantage against, like, poison itself.
Okay, so give me a Constitution saving throw with advantage. DC 11.
Well, that was an 11 on my first roll, plus 3. And that one, for fun, would not have made it, but I got advantage anyway.
It's really sad when I roll like a 21 and I know that it doesn't hit. Third one's going to go for Xardaar.
Wait. Do I get a reaction?
I mean, I guess. Yeah. What are you trying to do?
If you want to use your reaction, you get 1 reaction per round.
It's not like moving from you, though.
Well, no, but it just attacked me, and I don't know.
What were you planning?
Huh?
What were you planning?
Well, with since I have Warcaster, I can use the spell as a reaction.
Oh, it's not like triggering an attack,
I'm
though.
done with this.
Okay, never mind.
All right, the next one is going to attack Xardaar. God dang it, that's not going to hit. Go ahead and give me a DC 11 con save. Say
Oh,
what?
yes. No.
No, it got hung up on the...
That was a 12.
You just make it. All right, so its tentacle attack is not going to hit you. It's going to hit you with its beak, and it's going to miss. All right. It is now Pi's turn.
Has it dealt any damage?
Yep, 2 of them take 2 psychic damage
4.
each.
It's 4 each, isn't it?
No, I rolled for 3 different
Well, you don't
hits.
roll. It's an automatic 4.
Oh, you're right, duh.
Yeah, it's the one that hit Robert.
It's automatic 4.
Okay, quick question. Are they, like, up against the ceiling, or are they, like, kind of floating, or what?
They are floating, and if you look up, that there is more space above them.
Ugh.
Okay. I said, because they were, like, up against the ceiling, I was going to cast Spike Growth on the ceiling and hit all 3 of them.
I mean, it's a
With my Groot arm.
You
narrow
can't
thing, right?
tell how much space is above them, but it looks like a good bit. It looks like there's a good bit of space above them.
Well, I ain't worried about it.
Okay.
I mean, we're still in a tight corridor, right? Does
Yes.
it, like, get wider up there?
It doesn't seem so. Like, it'd still be like single file. I'd say it's like...
I mean, then you could cast it on the wall.
Eh.
I mean, it's just an aberration.
All right, well, next up is Pi,
Okay, well,
who is currently
Actually-
restrained.
Mud Pie is going to go first this time. And he is going to rip Pie out of these restraints, and Pie is going to assist him to give him advantage, if you're okay with that. Because that's how I'll give you my reasoning. And like D&D podcasts and stuff that I've listened to, if someone is like trying to make an ability check, someone can assist them to give them advantage.
Yeah,
But if
you
you don't
can
want to do that,
Here's what I will say, though, because to use, we talked, and to use Survive, it is going to cost your bonus action.
okay.
So to use him, but like you're using him. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, that'll work.
Dope. All right, let's go. +5 strength. And you said this is with advantage since I'm helping him.
Sure, yeah.
So 21. Get me the fuck out.
So Mudpie bursts through the ground and like latches onto you, and like it's enough weight to kind of rip you from this thing's tentacles. But now it is
All right.
very tight where the two of you are.
Well, he'll just plop back into the ground. He can do that with his movement.
Okay, you just want him to pop up, help, and then pop back down.
Yeah, I mean that's his action.
That's freaky.
In that case, I'm mad at this fucker. So this is going to be a 3rd level guiding bolt right down this fucker's beak.
Okay. You know that a 13 hits.
How about a 17?
That hits.
Okay.
Correctamundo.
This is gonna hurt so fucking bad, Vinny.
Yeah, yours hasn't been hit yet. It's still fresh.
Whew. 26 points of radiant damage right in its beak.
It's juicy.
Nice.
It's
It better
juicy.
be. I just accidentally rolled digitally and got the same result, so that's cool.
Oh, that's pretty cool, yeah.
Noise.
All right. Do you want to move anywhere or anything?
Oh, that's right. I'm free now. Fuck, it's weird not having a map. I'll just.
Yeah, we're just doing theory.
If I move, he's gonna get an opportunity attack on me, so I'll just stay where I am.
Okay, cool.
I can't. Yeah, I used my bonus action already. Yeah, I'm fine right here.
All right, next up is Robert.
Okay. Do I have like one arm free to use crossbrand?
Yeah, that's fine, yeah.
Okay. Then I'm going to hit the one that's got me with my Hexblade's Curse.
That one is branded and cursed.
Yep. So fuck him. And then I'm going to take a swing at it. And oof, I miss. Fuck.
There's only one of them.
What did you
Bad.
roll?
I got
though?
a 9.
Yeah, that won't
There's
hit.
only
Yeah, there's like no way that's gonna work. That sucked.
Got any bonus action?
Hexblade's Curse was my bonus action.
Yeah, so you are
Yeah.
still currently restrained.
So I did not get anywhere, and I'm like, son of my mother! Wait, that's me. Damn it! And the doctor's laughing at me, and I'm like, fuck you.
He's like, I used to have a student that really liked tentacles. I wonder what happened to him.
He's probably in a hole.
All right, Anne, you're up next. So your friends are all restrained, and you're like, what happened? What's going on?
You said I'm not able to really do anything as far as, I can't move up there, and I can't.
I'll say that like because you're like a smaller dude, you can like do just like Demise did. You can get up in there, like cast something or like try and hit him, and then like go back. I'll give you the tiny property for right now.
Okay. But yeah, I was going to cast Gust of Wind if I couldn't do anything, which would have been interesting in such a tight corridor, but since I can actually hit stuff, I'm going to hit stuff. So I'm going to move up and try and get within range of... which one's the one that looks the least damaged?
The one that has Xardaar.
Which one looks the most damaged?
The one that had Pie, that's in the middle.
Okay. I want to kill. I'm going to kill that one.
Okay.
Maybe. We'll see.
It literally takes you like 10 feet of movement to get there.
Okay. Do I have advantage on it since there's people all around? Not really, I don't think, but it's worth an asking.
Let's say yeah. Because like in front of each one of them is one person that was attacking them. So I'll say
Okay.
yeah in this case.
Cool. So I'm going to roll the hit. Ugh. Does a 12 hit?
Yes, a 12 does hit.
Oh, nice.
That's with
Very
advantage?
good. Yeah, I rolled 2 4s.
Jeez.
All right, so 6 plus 9, so that'll be
I need you to, yeah.
15 piercing, and then I need to add on my
He's been kind of sniffing it.
lightning. I'm doing the same thing. 14 lightning damage, and he's wrapped in booming energy.
So 30 total?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you kill that one, dude.
Nice. So yeah, it definitely looks the same as before. You know, black outline, you know, lightning all around as he just crumbles into ash. And then the one next to Robert, I'm going to go ahead and use my bonus action to hit him with my offhand.
Okay.
That is Frost Spike, dirty 20 to hit,
That'll hit.
and that is 8 piercing. And
The one that had Robert, right?
10 cold damage.
Oh my god. What fucking weapons do you have? Jesus. What did I give you?
I've got the ice spike and the frost thing. They were doing an extra. They do 1d4 plus 5, and then they were doing 1d8 of whatever the thing was, their element. But I got them enhanced by the one guy, so they do 2d8 now. And then also, I am tacking on a cantrip, Booming Blade, every time I use the frost switch or the static switch.
That's insane.
Plus my sneak attack every time I get a chance to do that. So it just, there's a lot of stacking going on.
Dang, okay. Well, that's all on me. All right, Xardaar, you're up next, and you are still restrained. And I assume you, like, run back to your spot, right?
Yeah, I just moved back to where I was.
Alright, so I'll slash at this thing again.
Yeah, you're still restrained.
That is an 11 to hit.
That won't hit.
I won't hit. Okay.
It's funnier to think that you're restrained by this giant brain, and you're just like trying to stab it up, and you're just missing.
And that's a 15 to hit.
That will hit.
And that's 11 slashing damage.
Okay, it's juicy. All right, next up is Demise.
Automatically get it.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm gonna run back. Let's see. Is the one holding Xardaar not damaged?
It's
that much.
It's the healthiest looking one.
The healthiest looking one. Okay. How bad off is the one holding Robert?
It's pretty juicy. It's like 2 attacks before it's gone.
Okay, let me go ahead and do that one.
2 pie attacks?
It depends. Also, the one that you killed, it fell on top of Pie's head. So now Pie looks like he's got like a big brain hat.
And with dreads.
I take one of the pumpkins and I put it on my head.
Hey, can I have the free action tie the tentacles around so it stays on?
Okay. Now he has a bit.
The Tin Man got a brain. Too bad it was a scarecrow that needed it.
That's funny.
That's a 27 and a 28 to hit.
That'll hit. That'll hit.
Let's see. That's 6.
I think we did pretty good with these builds.
16.
Yeah.
And then an extra 1d6. 19 damage. That's 3 radiant.
That's exactly how much it had left.
Sweet.
Nice.
Okay. So now this one falls on top of Robert, and Robert has a cool hat now.
Was that another attack, or was that both?
That was both.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
all right.
All right, and next up
Oh,
is
hang out there. This is weird.
the only one that's left is the Grell that has let's see, that has Xardaar. Xardaar, this Grell, it's gonna try and take you up. Now, because you're a heavy guy, I'm gonna have it make a strength check to see if it can pull you up. All right, so it's able to pull you up about 15 feet higher. You still don't see how much
How
is
much
still
can this
up there.
thing carry?
How many feet higher?
I mean, I rolled an 18 plus its strength, so yeah, it's about 15 feet
15
high.
or 50?
15, 1-5.
Okay.
Okay.
So I will say that Pi, and I'll say Pi gets an opportunity attack, an attack of opportunity.
Cool. I assume Mudpie does not because he's underground, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. But now I can use a spell as my fucking bonus action. And should have been ready for this. We're going to be resting after today, so I'll burn another fucking 3rd level guiding bolt. Fuck it.
There we go.
I mean, you killed the last one you did that too.
Yeah.
Did you? No, that was Anne.
That's an 18.
That'll hit.
I just gotta scream, die! Ooh, already a max die there. 6. Oh, another max die.
Nice.
Another max die. 18. Oh, 19. 23 radiant damage. And he's gonna see,
That is exactly how much it had left.
what's that?
That's exactly how much it had left.
Yeah.
So Xardaar
now-
falls 15 feet.
Yeah, Xardaar.
I was gonna say,
He puts his
isn't it
hands
Pi's
out
turn next?
to slow his descent along the walls, just like, oh, weird.
Isn't it Pi's turn next? Because I'll just catch him.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So this thing falls on top of Pi. Pi, you've got
Or
this
Mudpie.
it falls on top of Zardar's head. You have this weird wet brain hat.
Do I have a sweet hat?
I mean,
Yeah, 3 of us have weird wet brain
you
hats.
guys have weird hats.
Yeah. Can we roleplay the catching of Xardaar?
Yes. So Xardaar falls and Pi, like, his spiked boots come out and he just catches it and he just comes down a little bit. And it looks so weird because Pi is a big dude, but Xardaar is a bigger dude.
Well, we can have Mudpie catch him because he's got a 20 strength.
Okay, and Mudpie pops out and just supports him. He roots him.
Out of the ground.
Y'all are
It
so
was
cute together.
weird.
Y'all look so cute together.
All right,
Love at first sight.
now that you guys are out of this, give me a perception check. Xardaar with disadvantage because you have no dark vision.
Did anybody take any damage during that?
No.
I got a nat
26.
20 for perception.
Okay, let's go with that. You look up and you notice
That's
that
what-
this it's only right here where these Grell were. There's a shaft that goes up about 50 feet, but it doesn't just go straight up. You notice that there's also another little hidden area kind of up top as well. But it is about 50 feet high. It's about 40 feet before you get to this little hidden area that you can see kind of extends a little bit.
I can try climbing up there because I got
There's a nest up there.
I can walk up there if you want.
Yeah, just have Pi go.
You want Pi to go up there?
We can both go. How wide is this hole?
Wide enough for 2 boys to go in.
I think so. Let's go.
All right, so Pi, I'll say for you it's automatic. Anne, how are you going to climb up there?
Just climbing
ride
up
by.
the. Yeah, I was going to use my acrobatics to kind of bounce my way up.
Okay.
I
Are you going to wall jump like you're Mario?
yeah.
Yeah.
With a dirty 20 to get up there.
Wow, that's exactly what you needed to. So with your
a high
acrobatics,
IPC.
I'll say that it's kind of like rock climbing / Uncharted. You're able to swing from some vines here and there.
Okay. Nice.
But you're able to do some fucking acrobatic jumps, and as you're jumping from one side to the other, Pi is like Spider-Man walking straight up this wall.
I
do it,
jump
Ann.
off of
You
him
got
at a
fingers like
couple points
biceps.
and use him as a springboard to get myself higher.
Nice.
Fine.
That's great. Okay.
What are we on?
So you guys get up there. Let's see.
Vorpal sword, Vorpal sword, Vorpal sword.
Actually, it said it was 80 feet up, but I said 50 instead. Oh, well. Let's see.
Yeah.
So as you guys get up there, it seems to be almost... It doesn't go deep. It's like a little room. It's about 10 feet by 10 feet. It's littered with bones. You imagine that the Grell, they saw people that were coming through this hall, this tight corridor, and they were able to kind of latch on to whatever creature that was sneaking through here, and they would drag them up to this little room and eat them. And you find plenty of bones, so these Grell were well fed. You find a gold bracelet that's worth about 25 gold. You find a spider figurine that's worth about 150 gold.
Is it magical?
No. But you do find a scroll of Everard's black tentacles.
Where's Asher?
I'm gonna hold on to that.
Damn it.
What does it do? I need to find that.
Everard's black tentacles? I don't know.
They're gonna be playful. The other stuff, let's just throw in the community pot.
So that's 175 gold. You find a potion of clairvoyance.
Oh, cool.
What's that? A scroll of clairvoyance?
A potion of clairvoyance. And you find two more things. The first of which is you find another note. This one says journal entry number 5. And Pi and Ann, you guys gather around this and you kind of take a look at it real quick. And it reads, Dear Diary, it's just me, Bigson, and John now. John wants to turn around and head back, but we can't yet. We're so close. I can feel it. My necklace has been shining every time we get closer to it. We've been chased by spiders, attacked by drow, starved to get to where we are now. Turning back is the last thing on my mind. If we're not as lost as I think we are, we should be getting really close to the Deep Kingdom. Those dwarves, they can be mean, but they're way nicer than the drow. Hopefully we can rest up and resupply there before we continue on. Mom, I keep thinking about you. We're doing all of this for you, but the darkness is getting closer to me. I'm starting to see things in the shadows, Mom. Please pray for us. Wish us luck. Junebug. And that was journal entry number 5, which I will post in the chat. And then the last thing that you find is a deck of cards.
No. No. Can I identify on that deck of cards?
Can you what?
Identify the deck of cards.
You want to cast Identify
he's
on it?
Doing scanning. I'm going to start shuffling it and pull one up and be like, pick a card, any card.
So you take the deck of cards and you do that with it. And as soon as he finishes scanning it, Pi, you know for a fact, this is the deck of many things.
We're still holding it out. I have no idea what I'm holding in my hand, though.
Yeah, Anne has no idea.
Hey, Anne, I'm not sure you should play with that. That can really fuck you up. You can open a portal through reality and fucking die. And
It's a deck of cards, man. What you talking about? Boom, pick a card.
It's a deck of many things. You don't want it. Does Pi know how much that's worth? Oh, that's so cool.
Like money-wise?
That's really cool.
Yeah. Do you have any idea?
I mean, this is a magical item. Fuck, I don't know. I have to Google that. You know that it's definitely worth a lot.
Why don't you let me hang on to that for now, Anne?
Well, why don't you pick a card? Come on.
I'll pick all 52.
Number 1, real quick. Come on, draw a card.
No.
I know you love it.
I want you to know, Anne is currently in possession of this.
Pi is going to use his one channel divinity he gets today because of his madness to take a Morden necklace and make it wrap chains around the deck of many things so that a card cannot be removed until he like unsmelts that chain. Those are really fucking cool, Vinny. Like really, really.
But then, like, what if Demise wants to pick a card?
Well, she'll have to wait till tomorrow because it's not happening.
Wait, so
No,
wait, I thought you
I would
lost
wait till we get to Local Grim, and then I'll remove it.
Pi. I thought I got rid of all of your channel divinities because you had 3 failures. No.
Technically, Artisan's Blessing doesn't have any amount to burn. I thought I only had 2 failures, by the way.
Oh, I thought you had 3. Oh well. Either way. Okay,
I
but
don't know. Either way,
if it's Artisan's
had
Blessing,
2.
then that's fine. Okay.
I can't use my regular channel divinity to turn undead because that's only 2 charges anyway.
Okay.
But Artisan's Blessing is different.
Okay. So you wrap chains around it, and it can't be unmade until what?
Basically, I made it so that it's not just wrapped around; they're literally like forged back together at the end. So unless you like disassemble the chain, it's not
Okay.
going to come apart until I undo it.
I'm gonna give Anne an opportunity here. And
Oh,
you
God.
see that he's like about to cast some magic on this. I'm gonna let you roll a sleight of hand against like taking this away before this spell can complete.
So
Versus
he wanted me to draw a card, and I was like reaching over to do it. I thought that's what it was, but that's fine.
So Curtis, what I'll do, I don't think doing it against your sleight of hand would be fair. I think Arcana is a wisdom or a strength or a intelligence.
Intelligence. And I mean, I've got a 20 for my passive perception, so I think if you were trying to, deceive me and rather than grab a card, lock it, I would notice.
All right, hey, if you want to take that chance, do it. Let me step back first, though. Like, just yank the deck away and let me step back. If you're gonna draw a card.
So
Well, no, I don't want to prevent others from being able to draw a card.
Is that how it works? Only one person can draw from it?
you have to
No.
you have to say how many you're going to draw beforehand. You have to declare it.
Oh my god.
Right.
Let's just wait till we get to the city.
So
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to draw one right now.
You're not? Okay.
Unless somebody else wants to.
So Anne, what are you doing? So you saw him casting the spell and you took it away.
Yeah,
And you're just going to hold on to it?
I guess. I can talk to Robert and Xardaar and see, obviously Pi does not like this.
I
But
probably
maybe Robert and
noticed
Xardaar
it
will
doesn't kick it.
be interested in it.
All right. I'm going to put this away then. Cool.
What the hell, man? Trying to take away my card deck?
We
Thanks
could all
for-
die. I'm not here for that.
Okay.
I'm not about that.
I mean, you almost sound like you lost something precious at some point with this.
Why don't you fuck off?
Okay.
I got it back, and that's all you gotta worry about. I don't even know the other 2 effects that happened, by the way. Those are still out there.
Yeah.
2 effects of what?
When Bjorn drew 3 cards, I only know the one where he lost all his magic items.
Oh,
Yeah. There was another one where I read it and I was like, oh, you'll find out eventually.
Hey, Vinny, can you just draw 3 out of character just so I would know what would happen if Bjorn made that decision today?
So here's what I'm going to do. Because, I don't want you to roll for it. I want you to literally choose. And if I, spread it out, how are you going to pick one, So here, I'm going to, split it into piles. Okay?
Oh, God.
So, Curtis, do you want my right or my left?
Bjorn, oh, okay, you're just doing the 2 options? Then,
Just so that it's
if it's
easier to
Bjorn
spread
we're
out
talking
later.
about, he's going to go for your left because that's his weapon hand and he thinks that's his strongest hand.
Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to shuffle this, just to make it a smaller pile. All right. Do you want my right or my left?
Same choice.
Okay. All right.
It's going to be the same choice every time.
There's 4. You have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Which ones do you want?
I guess Bjorn would take all 4 at this point.
So you get flames, which means a demon somewhere is out to get you. You get rogue, which is one of the NPCs that you have met now hates you for some reason. You get Comet, which I think... I have to read what Comet does. Comet is... If you single-handedly defeat the next group of hostile monsters that you encounter, you gain enough experience points to gain 1 level.
Yo, that's cool.
And you also get the Sun, which does... I think it's... I don't know. You gain 50,000 XP in a wondrous item. But we're not doing XP, so you would just get a wondrous item.
Shit, I should have actually won it. That's a shame.
I mean, 2 bad ones, 2 good ones. I mean, you could have gotten the Star, which lets you raise any of your stats by 2, and it can go up to 24 instead of 20.
Ooh.
Wow.
Hey, yo.
Right?
Right. I would be so charisma.
Oh, yeah. I would be all the Dexters.
Dude, Warlocks are so fucking overpowered because they get to use Charisma to spellcast. Bards do too, right? Like, that's ridiculous.
Yep. And Sorcerers.
And Paladins.
Paladins and Sorcerers too? What the fuck?
Yep.
I mean, what monster are you fighting on the regular that has a high Charisma? None of them.
I mean, Charisma saving throws is not common, so, like, it's a good thing to have.
Do you know what Charisma is?
Charisma?
Taylor brought up a good one, vampires. You know,
Yeah, but you're not regularly fighting vampires. It's rare that you
depends on the campaign, I
Monty
guess.
has run into quite a few vampires.
Yeah, in our own campaign we regularly.
Yeah.
Monty was thralled for a while of his adulthood. By his friends, no doubt.
Yeah, he spent like half a session thralled.
Also, would you mind if I read off the description of that scroll we got?
Yes.
I found the spell.
Everard's Black Tentacles, yep.
All right, I'm going to read it in Ply voice. He's going to... Hey, Anne, do you know what this does?
No.
Squirming ebony tentacles fill a 20-foot square on the ground that you can see within range. For the duration, these tentacles turn the ground in the area into difficult terrain, whatever that means. When a creature enters the affected area for the first time, the creature must succeed on a dexterity saving throw. I'm done with the pie part. Or take 3d6 bludgeoning damage and be restrained until the spell ends. A creature that starts its turn in the area is already restrained takes another 3d6 bludgeoning damage. Fucking stupid powerful. And it's basically that what I imagined illusory terrain was that we'd missed out on.
I don't think that hallucinatory terrain did damage, maybe? I don't fucking know. But either way, like...
No, it just changed how everything looked.
Well, so this is a 4th level spell scroll.
Yeah.
And because it is a spell that, 1, I don't know, and 2, is higher than I can cast, I would have to make a check every time not every time, it's a one-time use, when I tried to use this thing. So does anybody want this?
I don't think it's a cleric spell.
Yeah, it's definitely not.
I'll say it doesn't do me any good. I can do plant growth with my Groot arm anyway.
There you go.
Okay. How about you, Xardaar?
Give it to White Fang. See if he can cast it.
Generally, more of the ranged guy anyway, so I think this kind of fits your fighting style pretty well.
Yeah, I could use it.
I want to see this in conjunction with an arrow of giant slaying.
Yes.
I need to get another one.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and give it to Xardaar because it definitely feels like it fits for him.
Okay. The doctor says, "Oh man, you're giving it to that guy? Oh man, if only my student was here, he would have loved that spell."
Well, too bad I don't know your pervert student.
He was good. He was starting to be a doctor, but then I left, and I don't know what the hell happened to him, but whatever. You said he was in a hole? What?
Ask him if his student was a Ganassi.
What he said, you heard him.
Yeah, I mean, he was red. I don't know what the hell a Ganassi is, but, like, he was a hothead, I'll tell you that much.
Fuck, I don't know what that is either.
A hothead?
You know, he was. Yeah, what he said. You know, he just real smoky. You know, he got angry a lot. You know, studying to be something. I don't remember. I'm dead. This is all I remember.
Hold on.
Goodness.
If you're all in my head, how do I know this? Is this all just part of my hallucinations?
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
go
it's
with
just a
that.
fever dream. None of it's real. The abyss, all of that, it's just a fever dream.
Do I got a fever? Hey, Pop, can you take my temperature? Is that how you work?
It was all
Oh,
a
yeah.
dream. All right, are you guys ready to go?
Yeah,
I can't remember Tony Soprano's coma name, so yeah, I'm ready to go.
Okay. All right. So, Demise, you get the feeling that you're getting closer now. Okay. Bless you. Okay. So after you guys make your way out of there, you keep on heading. You're finally out of this tight corridor. You're able to kind of stretch out a little bit more, find some more area. While traveling a few miles away from that rough tunnel, let's see. Something suddenly appears above you. A stern-looking Dwergar, in typically austere scale mail, astride a now visible carrion crawler, looks down upon you in a manner that convinces you that looking down upon others is commonplace for him. So he's riding a carrion crawler, which is, imagine like a giant, like you remember in Futurama where they go to the ranch on Mars? It's like those giant bugs that they fly.
Bugalo.
Yes, he's essentially riding on one of those.
Real quick, Vinny.
Yes.
I should have said this earlier, but I guess I can do it now. Pie's gonna kind of put his hand behind his back and grab his cape and mend the Morden symbol onto the interior of it for now.
Okay.
Just to not anger everybody.
I got you.
Like off of the front and into the inside.
So
So it's still there. It's just not visible.
Yeah.
So this Dwergar appears above you, and he says, "You surfacers, one of our, let's see, we're looking for a missing Dwergar. I'm sorry, a missing deep gnome. Have you seen any around?"
What's he speaking?
He's speaking Undercommon, which is like broken common.
Australian, right?
Yeah, it's Australian.
Okay.
I don't speak Undercommon. I
I'm gonna
can
be
comprehend
back in-
languages.
In dwarf.
I'm gonna like hide in the closest like shadowed area.
Yeah, I like hold the cape up a little bit to hide her, but not too much to where it shows Morgan's symbol.
Okay.
I'd like to reply in dwarf. We've not seen any.
And so he sees you speaking in dwarf, and he says in dwarf, he's like, "Oh, you speak dwarf now, do ya? I'm looking for I think, what was the name again?" And like he looks behind him, and you don't see anyone behind him, but you do hear someone call out, "Demise, I think the name was, sir." And you like look to where that voice came from, but you don't see anyone or anything there. He says,
Who the fuck is that?
"Well, that's none of your business here, boy," he says in Dwarvish. He says, "They were spotted in this vicinity a while ago, but the Deep King has been looking for them. Have you seen
What did
them
they
or
do?
not?"
We need to be on the lookout, right? What did they do? Are they dangerous?
"Well, we granted the Deep Gnomes permission to enter our city, and they were to stay in our city, and then they left. Well, at least this one did. Which is a crime
Oh,
against
say
the
so.
king."
When you let someone in your city, they just gotta stay there forever?
Correct.
And do you speak Dwarvish?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah.
It's like Hotel California.
Wait, what'd you say?
I'm just over here signing thieves' camp.
Demise.
He's in the bottom right of the screen. Just
Demise, you're hidden right now, but you know that the Dwergar, they have like this really specific ability. They can cast enlarge, reduce on themselves. They can make themselves bigger and smaller. They can also cast invisibility on themselves.
I'm so fucking jealous. Oh my god.
Which means they could be circling around us right now.
Not
It does.
not that you guys would know this. This is only Demise knows that. And Pi, for some reason, as you're talking to this guy, it's like you're like searching through the files in your head and you like access that file and you suddenly know that too. You know that they can turn invisible. You know that they can be big or smaller, right? And you don't know why you know that. It just like came to you. All right, so
odd.
have we seen one or not?
And I note that, and I say, we didn't get the name, but we met a deep gnome, you said?
Aye.
We met a strange gnome on our way down here. We got captured by the drow and thrown into some arena. That fucker died.
Oh, you got captured by the drow and you managed to escape.
Yeah, but the deep gnome died.
Oh. So you did see the gnome, and the gnome just died, did it?
To my recollection,
I mean, there was a giant.
I've got a
spider.
keen mind for these sorts of things.
Well, well, if what...
I also haven't managed to persuade him, so...
So he says, so you're not lying to me, are you?
What reason would I have to lie? I'm not even from here.
Well, what about your friends? What brings you down here?
Well, we were trying to get to Gontalgrim.
So he looks around, and you hear murmurs come from not just behind him, but you now hear these murmurs come all around you guys. From behind you, in front of you, to your left, to your right. These murmurs are just all over. And you hear him, he takes a hammer, and he hops off of his carrion commando, and he smacks it on the ground, and he says, "You'll be quiet when I'm talking." And he's not talking to you. He's talking to who or whatever is out there. And he says, so you're on your way to Gontalgrim, eh? What business do you have there? What do you want from Gontalgrim? Because we don't see too many surfacers around here.
Out of character. What are we going for there again? I don't remember.
The Ormikos.
We're looking for the Aramikos.
The Oramikos. The moss.
Add me the one.
We haven't seen that in quite some time, but if that's what you're here for, I'm sure you can entertain the king. And you hear all around you some laughter like erupts. Demise, where are you?
I have no idea.
I'll be honest, yeah, I don't either. I'm somewhere. I'm behind Anne's cape, so.
Well, I think she dipped into the shadows as soon as, she saw him. So I don't know if she's in the circle with us.
I tried to stick to the exterior, so I don't know where the voices are coming from. So I assume these invisible Dwargar, but
Here's
How
what I'll
long has
do.
it been since we were sneaking earlier? How long has it been?
yeah.
I don't think you guys rolled any stealth checks. You just made out of this crevasse, and you just started making your way downtown.
I meant when Pat Without a Trace was cast on us.
Yeah.
It's been way more than an hour.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been way more than an hour.
I was thinking as soon as
We rolled days since then.
these
Well, that's right. It's
people
been
were
2 days.
Wait, what were you saying, Xardaar?
I was thinking as soon as it was obvious that these people were looking for Demise, could Xardaar have opened his cloak a bit and kind of gestured hide in there, because Xardaar's a big person. They're not going to notice a little bulge on a 7-foot tall guy.
That's between you and Demise. Demise, if that's what you want to do, that's fine. If you want to go somewhere else, that's fine too.
If I may,
You want to
I'd
hop on
certainly
him?
prefer she went and hit along the wall, so we have plausible deniability, but it's okay.
I mean, it's up to Demise.
Yeah,
Robert
'cause
has
if we
no
get
idea what's
caught
going on.
in that lie, we're probably not going to be in a good spot.
We're never getting back home. She doesn't trust
I'll stick to the wall because right now she's pretty paranoid. So,
That's true.
I'm not feeling, even though it's a nice gesture. Demise is like, nah, I'm on my own right now.
Okay. So, Demise, here's what I'll have you do. You know that there are an invisible Dwargar somewhere around you. Okay? And you know that based on the sounds that they're surrounding the group, but you're not really a part of that group. You ducked out of the way. Give me a stealth check, and then I'll roll a
22.
perception check. A 22? Okay.
Got him.
So perception is a wisdom skill. Okay.
I can distract by talking to the guy if need be.
Okay. I'm gonna tip that down.
Really good and really bad.
He rolled a nat
No.
I don't know if you can see that, but that's a nat 20.
We can
20.
see
Well,
it.
what's their modifier?
It's +3.
Oh, no!
Oh,
Yeah, dwarves are wise. At least these are. Let's
Yeah,
see.
not all of them.
So you're the Star Dwarves, right?
You say that, and he says, "We haven't been called that in quite some time. Who are you,
Hey.
boy?"
The name is Raspberry Pi. I was created by the Moon Dwarves.
Of the beach? You're
Aye,
created
the same one.
by the beach dwarves.
They've been called that as well.
So he gives you a look up and down, and he says, "We have a few guys like you, but nothing that's quite like you." He whistles and he says, "Boys, we're taking them. We're taking them to the king. They seem important." And then all of these Dwergar, they uninvisible themselves. They appear, and you guys are surrounded. So he seems to be the one in charge, but circling you guys, there's 20 Dwergar on top of these little bug things. And I mean, they're big bug things. They're pretty huge.
Hey, we're going anyway. You don't gotta force us. We'd be happy to come with you.
Oh, that's how we'd like it to be. Trust me, we don't want no violence against you. We want you all in one piece.
And then get a ride on your bug things.
Oh no, you're much too big. One of them turns around and he says, "Hey boss, I see some movement over there." And then 5 of them break off and they go towards this stalagmite that's sticking out the ground. And Demise is right there. And they have dark vision. I think they have superior dark vision, yeah. And they say, "Boss, we see a deep gnome right here."
Get it, Pi says, encouraging.
Demise.
See, and the rest of us can't say shit because this is all happening in Dwarvish. We have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
That might be the one.
Oh shit! Yeah, this isn't Dwarvish. I forgot about that. So, Demise, you've been caught. What do you do?
When they find her, I think just because Anne doesn't know what's going on, he's going to start to pull his blades out from his from the teeth.
Pi will probably say, hey, relax. It's not us they're after. There's some creature over there that we don't know about.
All right. As I put him back.
We'll keep the party together either way. This way we don't die.
Are they trying to attack me, or what's going on?
They're not trying to attack you. They're trying to capture you. And as far as you know, they're capturing the rest of the guys too.
Okay.
By the way.
Well, oh. Part of me wants to attack, but I know we're way outnumbered.
They definitely have their bows drawn at you.
Can Pi do something real quick?
So the rest of us have an idea for what's going on, right?
While they were charging,
Yeah.
did we ask Pi in Elvish what just happened?
That's fine. He would have. Could Pi do something real quick though? As a quick deception that he could try to do?
So, Pi, you do have an advantage on persuading these guys because of your belt. Before you do that, this guy is going to look at you and he says, "It's my duty to remind you that lying to an agent of the Deep King is a crime. Criminals will face swift and unwavering justice. Do you know who that be?"
At this point, Mud Pie, who has been underground, because I never brought him back up, jumps out from behind the stalactite, or stalagmite, whatever. And when Pie sees it, he's like, "Oh, that's just me, pet Mud Pie."
Are you trying to this? But they've already seen Demise. They've seen her.
Oh, I thought they just saw movement.
No, they encircled her. Yeah, they have their arrows drawn at her.
I've got gnome cunning, so I'm gonna say, hey, it's okay, guys. Like, I'm not here to cause any trouble. I'm just a blood hunter wanting to set things right about all the blood hunters. I'm just here to make right in the world, and I mean, I never wanted the king to hate me. I wanted him to like me. I want everybody to like me. I know I'm hideous. I know I don't. We got stigma in this class, but I'm a good folk, and I want to be treated like that. And I'm just asking you, give me a second chance.
You say all of that in common so that everyone can understand you.
Oh, thank God.
So Pi, that was a good plea from her. Say something to him and then give me a persuasion check with advantage. What you say will determine the DC.
Hey, she told us her name was Taylor. I was just trying to protect her. I knew her name wasn't Demise, so I didn't think she was the one you were looking for, but I thought if I brought her out, you might attack her. As far as I knew, her name was Taylor.
So that's deception.
Fuck, I have a -1 to deception and no advantage.
Hold on, Robert.
He's getting advantage.
Robert's going to step up now that things are happening in common.
I have
Like, look,
advantage on all. Oh,
we met this gnome when we got captured by the drow. She made it out with us. There were some folks that did not make it out. We would not have got this far without her, and frankly, I think she could kick all of our asses if she had to. She seems pretty tough. She's definitely gotten us out of a couple scrapes. Now, if it looks like y'all are taking us somewhere, I think it would be beneficial to everybody if she were to come with us, just like she's been doing this whole time.
I agree.
I ain't trying to see her get hurt, and I ain't trying to see anybody here get hurt.
Oh, we don't want to hurt you. We just want to have you see our king so he can pass judgment on you.
So is the king going to hurt us?
It depends on what you say and how he's feeling that day.
If I give him a hug, will he feel better?
They all laugh. They're like, hug the king? This guy's stupid.
Well, I have an intelligence of 8 without understanding what that means.
He says, "Oh."
Also, it sounds like y'all ain't tried it before, so I'm gonna do it.
He lets out a chuckle, like a huge dad chuckle. You know, like.
Can I insight check this guy to see if he's serious about not hurting us and us just being allowed to kind of come in of our own?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a trash roll. It's a 15.
Okay. So with that, you get the feeling that, Dwergars are you access a part of your memory where you know that Dwergars are very direct. They don't speak in metaphors, they don't like similes. They're like who's a Thor? Isn't Thor like that, In Marvel?
I think you mean Drax.
Drax.
Yeah, Drax.
They're kind of like Drax, they're very straightforward. So when he tells you that
they'll love me.
When he tells you that they're not here to hurt you, they literally want you to see the king so that the king can tell them what to do. That's it,
All right.
But that doesn't mean that you're not going to get hurt. That means the king might hurt you depending on how that interaction goes.
As long as we're sharing the road. You fellas want something to eat, something to drink?
No, we're going to take you. You're offering us. We're going to take you to the king.
All right. Can we have a snack first?
Listen, you're guilty until you're proven innocent by the king.
I'm just trying to be friendly. You don't got to be a dick.
No, I'm going to be a dick to you.
There's a higher legal authority we could.
Well, I don't know about your king, but the highest authority in the land where we come from is the Honorable Judge Judith Shinlin. And in her court, everyone is innocent until proven guilty.
Who's the king right here?
Who's the... Did he just ask me who's the king? It's King Drowsbane. That's who the king is. Let's go.
Good to know.
We're gonna take it to him. Let's go. Let's see.
He's got a cool name, though.
Yeah, he does.
So, let's see. Pi, give me just a persuasion check with advantage. Just you, though, not the other guys.
19.
A
Oh, no, I'm sorry. That wasn't even advantage. That was my first roll. 20.
A 20. Okay. So these Dwergar, they like surround you guys, and just like the Drow did, they're gonna take you. The Drow, they put this mask over your head that made you blind, deaf, and silenced. They start putting that over your heads. Do you guys resist?
You don't need to do that. We're going to Gontalgrim anyway. I told you.
They do that to
I
Pi.
like seeing this place is creepy.
So they go to do that to Pi, and then the guy says, "No, not Tim. He's fine." So Pi, they don't like cover your head.
Hey!
They still do tie your hands together. So you guys are tied, and they're let's see. Your heads are covered as you hear the sound of a heavy steel door grind against rocks, and then a huge clang. Okay, so you're not deafened. And then a huge clang as you hear what sounds like a door open. Pi, when you see this door open, this is what you see. I put it in Discord. That's the door to Gontalgrim. And you see that it is, it's metal. It's not rock, it is metal. It's like iron. And it's carved to look like a dwarf's face. Let's see. So they put
that's pretty metal.
Good one. Haven't heard that one before.
Is I the only one who isn't blindfolded?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, shit. I would have tried to get everybody not blindfolded if I could have, but if that's not possible, then...
Yeah, not without persuasion. So,
It's cool. I'll follow your lead, Metal Man.
they cover your faces, and I'm sorry, you guys are not blinded, deafened, or whatever. It's just a regular hood. I take that back. I'm sorry. But they do lead you into this cart that you guys are kind of sitting in. Pi, you're also riding in the cart, but you're able to kind of lean out and see your surroundings.
I will describe, stuff like the door and other really cool shit we see.
Yeah, so you're like talking out loud for them to hear. Demise, you're also there, and so are your Survive and White Fang. It gets warmer and louder the longer you ride in this cart. When you get off, it sounds like you're in a busy and crowded street. Over and over and over again, you guys just hear, Gontalgrim, Gontalgrim. You just hear that name over and over again. You can even see bright lights sneaking in through the ends of your hoods. You make a few sharp turns as the sound of the city starts to fade. The guards hold your hands behind your back as they guide you down a cold hallway. Someone grabs your shoulders and turns it as if to stop you, and they pull off your blindfold, and you're kicked in the back as you're thrown into a cell. And you hear the door locking behind you. You're all in separate cells, and Survive is nowhere to be seen. There are 4 guards at the end of the hall. So you guys are in this jail room. You guys are all on one side of the wall, and there are 5 separate cells. You guys are separated.
Did they leave us our stuff, or did they take all of our stuff?
I'll say they left you your stuff. They feel pretty confident that they could take you should you try to escape.
It did sound like there was a lot of them.
Did Pi get the nicer cell?
Did Pi what?
Did Pi get the nicer cell?
Yeah, yours is a little bigger. But Pi, now that you're actually in the city, you access your drives. Can you read to them the thing that I sent you about Gontalgrim?
I can. So you're all just like sitting there, like doing your own thing, talking amongst each other, and then suddenly you hear Pi just like, and he starts spitting this out. I printed it out.
Nice.
It said more at the top. When Moradin created the dwarves, they all settled in different areas. The dwarves that settled in the desert to the east became known as the Sun Dwarves. The dwarves that settled on the coast became known as the Moon Dwarves, more commonly known as the Beach Dwarves. The dwarves that settled in the mountains became known as the Star Dwarves. A dwarf from each colony had a race to climb the mountain forward, now known as the Glass Lake. The first to reach the top was Fadralir Mountain Basher of the Star Dwarves. Then Armrig Sandswallower of the Moon Dwarves. Then Magman Golddigger of the Sun Dwarves. Each dwarf had their hammers blessed by Moradin himself. Once they were gifted these king's hammers, Magnan founded the Sunbar Citadel, and Armrig founded Mystic Beach. Dadrider with the... Excuse me. Sometimes this voice is very difficult. It's already not like so. Dadrider was swayed by the evil god and turned his back on Moradin. This caused Moradin to curse the Star Dwarves and send them underground, where the light of the sun would cause them insufferable pain. They later became known as the Xardaar. And then the... And Pi just like, what the fuck?
He just knows all this information about them. And Demise, you're in the jail cell. It's definitely not your first time in the jail cell. You've been here before. And mostly for, like, petty things, you know, like you stole a loaf of bread. But you were able to, like, bribe your way out from other dwarves before actually seeing the king. So you've never actually, like, gotten up to the king. But, like, escaping and getting caught escaping, like, it's almost as if, like, the king let you guys in despite not wanting to let you in. And now that, like, he heard that you left, he's like, why the fuck did they leave? I let them in! So he's very pissed off that you left. Yeah. All right. Let's see.
So Xardaar asked in Gnome, is there anything we should know about what we just got into?
Oh, are our hands still bound?
No, you're free. Your hands are free. You have all your items, all your shit, but there are 4 Dwergar at the end. They're in, like, full knight uniform, and they don't really seem to be paying you any mind.
Pi's going to put his hands behind his back and totally hide the Moradin symbol on his cape.
Okay.
I could probably get us
It's
out.
very, very, very tiny, but, like, you won't be able to see it because it's, like, right where underneath where it meets his neck on the inside.
I could probably get us out of these cells, but I don't know if it's necessarily the best idea.
I kind of want to meet the king.
I was like, I don't think it's a fight that we want to pick.
Why don't you guys all give me an investigation check?
Oh,
Aight.
+1. Let's go.
Nat 20, bitch.
Nat 10, bit. It's at 11.
12.
14.
Okay. So anyone who got a 15 or higher, you, like, start looking around your cell, and you notice that on the one wall there is a row of, like, benches for you guys to sit on. But just above it, you see that there's, like, a little window with some iron bars. You're able to stand up on the bars. I'm sorry, stand up on the bench to look through the bars. Maybe not Anne or Demise. Anne might be able to jump up there and check it out. But Robert rolled a nat 20. You look through the bars, and it's the light. It's not daylight, but you're able to look into this city, and it's like El Dorado. Every building is made out of gold. There are gems everywhere, and when you look up, there's this giant apparatus. It's like imagine like something like this above the city, and it's producing the light. And as you look, part of it, like half of it is producing light, the other half is like black. And you stare at it for a few minutes and you see that it's rotating. So like the part that is black is like rotating one way to replace the part that is producing light. And with the nat 20, you're able to tell this is how they tell night and day here. So whenever this thing is rotating, that's the light coming out and it's daytime, and as it keeps rotating, that's when the night comes, and or the light disappears, whatever you want to call it. So that's how they're able to tell light, and you can tell that it's about to be nighttime.
That's so cool.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Is there anything you guys want to do in here while you wait?
I do want to point out, ever since Robert got the Groot arm, we've been able to tell whenever a new day starts because the petals regrow every dawn.
Yes. I'll say it's been like so many days and you haven't used it. You've got 5 petals now.
Well, it says it replenishes every dawn.
Okay. I mean, it's been so much time now. I think you're in a good place.
Pi is gonna quietly ask Moradin for guidance and what to do from here.
Give me a religion check. but with disadvantage because of your madness.
And I'm going to see if Robert wants to draw a card from the deck of many things.
I'll say you're in cells beside each other. Robert doesn't know what you have. Have you told him what this deck is?
I haven't. I'm sure Pi has, though, so I don't think...
I told you what it is, if that's what the question
Yeah,
is.
Pi told us what it is.
Okay.
I got a 17 for my
Okay.
disadvantage religion check.
All right. And does Robert want to draw a card?
Oh, hell no.
Okay.
I'm trying to pray too, actually. I'm just trying to reconnect.
Okay. So you also give me a religion check.
Disadvantage as well?
Have you had any madness? I don't think yours. I don't think yours was like.
Okay, yeah, it ain't gonna work.
Okay.
I don't think a 5 is gonna do it. I'm not even rolling again.
So, Pi, you like find a little spot where you pray, and every cell that you guys are in has this little window with bars on it. You see that like the light shining in through this window kind of like encircles around you. It's brighter around you than everywhere else. And for the first time in weeks, you finally feel a connection to Moradin.
All right, well, I want to basically talk to him, and I'm just going to say, Great Dawnhammer, I'm here to do your bidding, but it's not going to be easy. No one here believes in you. They spit at your name, and we've not really gotten off on the right foot. I've put my faith in you for so long, and feeling this connection with you again, I know you haven't abandoned me, and I hope maybe through me, you can see the worthiness of the people here. They're not what they once were, at least from what I understand. I could be wrong, but I think they're worth a second chance. And at this point, Pi's just gonna straight up put the whole Moradin symbol back on his cape.
Okay.
He's proud of it. Now that he knows his connection is still there, he's proud of who he is.
So you get the feeling, the light, like you feel warm. This light is just so concentrated on you. It's like it's lighting a fire inside of you. And you don't hear words from Moradin, but you feel this heat and you feel this light, and you take that as a good sign, as if like he's willing to take them back, assuming what happens.
Fuck! Let's go.
You get a good feeling from it. So as soon as you're done praying, the 4 guards, they come to your cells, and he says, "Are you all ready to meet the king?"
So ready.
I'm gonna pull on my mask. No puedes encarcelarme.
Did you just have
I had to
to
Google that.
Yes.
I did.
They look at each other, and he goes, "Surfacers, I don't know what fucking language that is."
Giant!
It's giant.
Kind of looks at Xardaar, and Xardaar says, "I could use a bath."
Yeah, you all could use a bath. And he spits on the ground.
Can I do an investigation check or insight or something as to, if any of these guys are, I mean, I'm assuming I know what the answer is already, but if any of these guys are, in support of the king or against the king.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
Would that be investigation or insight? Probably
I think that's
insight.
insight, yeah.
That's a 13.
Yeah.
So you're able to tell that, like, the king is aware that some people are against him. Like, he wasn't, like, elected. He, like, took control. The people that he keeps in his castle around him are definitely the supporters. So if these guys are, like, under the king, then they definitely support him.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. So the 4 Dwergar, and you guys are in 5 different cells, they say, "All right, well, follow us." 3 of them turn invisible. Only 1 of them is visible. And
The one who's visible, I just wanted to see if he had any like cool symbols on him that was maybe like a symbol of Gontalgrim or something, just so I could know.
Yeah, I actually do have a symbol of Gontalgrim. It's like a it's a hammer. It's the symbol of a mountain with a hammer in the middle. And this is an old symbol of the Mountain Bashers, the people who founded Gontalgrim. And it's like they're no longer in charge, but that's just their old symbol that they've adopted. So your cells unlock from these invisible guys, and this guy says, "Follow me, but don't do anything stupid. We got eyes on you, more than you know."
Cool. I take off my luchador mask, and I'm like, it worked! I told them they couldn't cage me, and they let me go.
So he leads you guys through out of the jail cell and through what you imagine is this castle. There is long red carpet just all spread throughout, and you can tell that this place is expertly crafted. Like this is
yes. The whole way, I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, like Pi, you're like, this is like so the craftsmanship is so good here. And like,
his cooling fans are like in overdrive because he's overheating from all the excitement.
Yeah. And it just looks like absolutely stunning. Like it looks immaculate. It looks beautiful. It's almost like those twins from HGTV built this castle on their own. You know,
the Property Brothers.
The Property Brothers. That's who.
First off, it's just one guy. He just doesn't shave, and then he shaves and he does all the stuff again in a different outfit. It's like a reverse Olsen twin situation.
Well, he does all that. Let's see. One thing that you also notice, you see Pi is a Warforged, but you also see little robot workers kind of spread throughout. They're made out of iron, and they are immaculately clean, even though they do produce some smoke as they move around. You see that in their chest there is a light, and you imagine that what's powering them is this type of fire, and that's what powers them. They don't pay you any mind. They don't seem to have the same kind of intelligence that Pi has, but you do see a lot of little robotic workers just all throughout. It's very, I'll say it has a steampunk aesthetic. It's very steampunk in there.
So they're not like speaking binary to each other or anything?
Yeah, they just seem to be like pre-programmed to do things, right. You know? Let's see. So they take you down a hallway, and before you get to this set of doors, he turns around and he says, "Before I let you see the king, do you have any coin?"
I can reach... Talking to us?
Yes.
I can reach
all of you.
My apron and give him, like, turn more to necklaces into coin and just pop them in his hand if he wants.
No, I don't want this. No. You take it. He seems like almost offended that you're giving him the coins. He says, "Do you want me dead, do you? This isn't for me. This is for the king."
And
I make another handful of coins just to be safe.
Demise, give me a history check.
Okay. I'm actually good at that. Decent.
And you get advantage on it, so roll again.
Okay. So, wow, 23.
You've never personally met the king, but you've heard rumors and stories about how the king is incredibly greedy. Like, you were able to look outside, you've been in the city, like, the streets are literally made out of gold. And it's because he collects gold from anyone. He almost steals it. This Dwergar, he says, "The rule here in Gontalgrim is before you ask the king anything, you need to throw a coin at his feet. How much do you like having in your hands?"
I look at Cooler.
At this point, my arm just pops off.
He says,
and I just fall to the ground sobbing.
"If you speak to the king before throwing a coin at him, then we're going to cut your hands off."
Not again!
I can't have parts of me removed against my will. I think that's a thing.
I mean, they'll try. They'll definitely try. Let's see. So, like, guys, look at your how much gold you have, and make sure that, like, you tell me, you say it out loud before you say to the king, "I throw a coin," and then I say this. Okay. You are walked down the grand hallway with red curtains draped along the stone hallways. The hallways are lined with glowstone along the ceiling. You arrive at a huge metal door with a hammer carved into it. Before opening it, this Dwergar takes out a coin from one of his personal coin purses, and he sticks it through a slot. You hear the door click, and he pulls the door open. So even to gain access to the king, you have to, like, deposit a coin, you know? Let's see. He opens the door, and we're just about to end here. He opens the door and leads you through. Standing a little taller than most of the other dwarves, Hemelir's most notable features are his sharp teeth and fangs. He has a long gray and white hair that gets darker towards the end that is wrapped into a braid hanging over his back. His beard is a combination of black, white, and gray. His hair is surprisingly smooth and clean-looking. His facial features are surprisingly sharp for a dwarf. His skin is a deep purple, much darker than the dwarves around him. In his right hand is an enormous battle hammer. He sits on a throne chair that towers over him, and that is on a raised platform that is surrounded by piles and piles of gold coins. To his right is a mind flayer that has some kind of device around its neck. Survive is also on the raised platform to his other side. All the servants around him remain silent. You guys approach, and he points his hammer at you, and he says, "You there. What are your names?"
I'll toss him a coin and say, "My name is Raspberry Pi. I see you found Mud Pie."
That's where we'll end.
Damn it! I was gonna put a coin in my Groot arm and then throw my Groot arm at the pile and have it come back, but leave the coin.
Oh, by the way,
Well, we'll do that next week.
he's a vampire.
Nice.
Just wanted to throw that out there. He's a vampire.
Ah,
Cool.
now warlocks are pussies again.
All right, guys, we made it. We fucking made it to Montelgrim.
Quick question. Does Pi recognize his hammer as the king's hammer?
Yes, Pi knows that is one of the three king's hammers. That is the Mountain Basher.
I want it so fucking bad.
Nice.
Ugh.
Metal.
I guess we gotta
Alright.
kill it now because I want that hammer.
Guys,
All
that's
right.
it.
I'm down with it.
Like we need to find someone to take the throne though before we try to kill him.
I mean,
The
does it
mountain
have to
bike.
be-
Pi, are you gonna stay down here?
Does it have to be?
This place is amazing. They just give you money for being king.
Yeah, Demise knows her way around here. She can tell you about the places you can go.
I think, right, Vinny?
You know what? Maybe. I'll say that you have like ancient knowledge, and since it's
Okay.
like, you know, it's changed since like that ancient knowledge, you're not as familiar with it as you should be. So let's stick with Demise for this. There's one. Okay, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. There's one thing you'll know.
Ugh, so many questions.
Cool.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, good sesh. We're like
Right.
2.5 hours on the dot. Perfect.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, guys. I'll see y'all next week.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.
Might not be here next week. We'll see. Tiff's sister, she's pregnant and she's due really, really, really soon. So
Okay,
Man.
dude. Let us know.
next couple of weeks are tentative for me. We'll see.
I got you, man.
All right.
Mazel tov, bro.
Yeah.
Well, it's not my kid, but yeah, later.
Later, guys.
I mean,
Hey,
still, congrats on becoming an aunt or uncle, depending on what gender.